blocking my face.
What?
What's up, guys?
Move it. What's up, everybody? And welcome back to the Ball Game Podcast. We're trying to get Dean's handsome face in the shot, so you all could see that. Welcome back to the Ball Game Podcast. I am the innocent bystander, Matt Sullivan. Unfortunately, before these guys introduce themselves, we do want to give a shout out to a friend of ours that's pretty obviously not here. Trunks, we hope you're watching, and we hope everything's all right. But yeah, so we'll see you next week. Well, actually, we'll probably see you later today at some point. But you better be on this podcast next week, buddy. But hope all is well.
World
As for you guys, you want to introduce yourselves?
Is my microphone audio okay?
Yeah, I'm Chris.
I'm Ortiz.
Okay,
hey guys.
good. I'm Dean. Welcome to the Ball Game Podcast.
Okay, real quick, just wanted to throw the World Cup out there. We have France versus England.
Throw out the World
Make
Cup.
you guys catch it.
Make sure you guys.
I'm not even gonna watch it, but let's go England. Shout out DJ Sam Dowling. Shout out my cousin. You guys had a big set this past weekend. My guys. My cousin's been doing big things, so shout out DJ Sam too. Just wanted to say what's up to you guys. Let's go England. Big England guys this weekend. So.
World Cup. World Cup.
But
World
anyways,
Cup.
to move on from the sport that we don't pay attention to a sport that's been pretty active this week.
With the
and especially your team being very active this week.
Very active.
Do you guys have any thoughts on what the Mets have been doing so far in the offseason?
Go first. What are your thoughts?
Wow. First and foremost, Brandon Nimmo is back for 8 years. That is huge for us. We found our center fielder. I mean, Dean could agree with me on this one. We've found our center fielder for the longest time. It's been Nimmo.
Oh, he's a dog, bro.
Yeah.
Like a 400 on base percentage.
He is very important to what we did last year and what we continue to do.
Indeed.
And obviously, Justin Verlander, another huge signing.
Lost the ground, but he made up for it.
Yeah, I mean,
I knew contract was crazy.
Yeah, I knew DeGrom was going to leave. He wanted the years. We weren't going to give it to him. The Rangers did. And you know what? I hope he enjoys Texas. Texas is pretty nice this time of year.
What I didn't like was during the Jacob DeGrom press conference that the Texas Rangers had, he kept bringing up, oh, I love this culture and this winningness that they're building here. And it doesn't get more like that than the New York Mets right now with Steve Cohen and how much they're spending. I don't understand that kind of aspect of why you would leave. Just tell it straight up. I got a better contract from the Rangers. That's what it was.
Yeah,
that was all it was.
It's a better lifestyle for my family. That's it. It doesn't have to be. I like this culture, but that doesn't even exist.
Especially the winning culture in Texas.
They won 70. They won 70 games. They won 70 games.
What the fuck?
I know they dropped the fucking $600 million on their middle infield.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I mean Seager and Simeon together. But yeah, no, I mean. That was huge for the Rangers. Obviously, they were a team that could afford to take that risk right now. They needed the starting pitching, obviously. And yeah, you guys, that wasn't the only couple of moves that you guys made. You guys also signed Jose Quintana, right?
Yes,
David Robertson. Quintana was just to eat innings, and I think that was a great move for you guys.
He still had a sub-3 last year.
I don't think it was sub-3.
It was around 3.
Quintana's just like
Quintana,
I said.
Quintana was sub-3.
Really?
Yes.
He had a great season last year. Wow. Speaking of the Cubs,
a whole lot of bullpen arms.
Cubs made a big move too, signing Bellinger.
I wouldn't call it a big move. I wouldn't call it.
It's a big name move.
Yeah,
it's a big name move.
Yeah, my boy's batting 200.
He got overpaid for batting 200 in the last 3 years. Yes, absolutely.
What did he get? 1 year, 19 mil.
Yeah, like damn near $20 million or something like that. It was kind of crazy. Stuff that a lot of us could have probably done, strike out almost every at bat and stuff. So
I could do that.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, that wasn't even
the defense.
You guys didn't even make the biggest moves of the week because one dude came right back home, and thank fucking God for it. Aaron Judge is back in the Yankee jersey, and I couldn't have been happier.
And what's next now?
Did we give him way too many years? I absolutely think so. We did. We did, but we had every reason to do it.
Because he was going to get that from. I mean, the offers that he got were longer than that.
I'm pretty sure he got more money from both the Padres and the Giants, but he just wanted to be a Yankee. And I believe that the details came out that he is officially the new Yankee captain. Like that was a thing that was part of the. That was absolutely part of the deal. And I said, bless you. And I said that would be the thing that would get him to come back. And I think it was very happy to have Aaron Judge back, and I don't think that's it. I think Carlos Rodon's coming soon because all the rumors are reporting that we're actually going pretty hard for him. Outside of that,
He's coming and you're going hard for him.
Yeah, we are going very hard
in
for
the
him.
paint.
I would
Shout
love
out
to
Joe
have.
Hill.
I would love to have Rodon. I don't know what other moves we could really make outside of that. But apparently they're going to be willing to spend money this offseason, so we'll see what that leads to. But
also, I mean, just a bunch more signings. I mean, the Phillies.
Trey Turner.
Yes, Trey Turner was a huge move for them.
Bogart's going to
San Diego.
They have 3 shortstops now.
San Diego was throwing money.
Tatis will play.
I know he can play the outfield, but
I think he will long-term play the outfield.
San Diego was throwing contracts at everybody. They I don't understand.
I don't know
how they're doing it.
Soto.
They probably moved Kim to second, play Bogarts at short, and obviously you have Machado at third, and then Tatis will play the outfield as he was doing some a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it's been a huge offseason so far, and there's still a few guys out there. It's going to be very interesting to see how all the rest of these dominoes fall.
So that Senga.
Yes. But
they're still going very hard.
The Red Sox fucking signed the big time hitter out of Japan too, and that was kind of crazy.
Was it?
And didn't pay Bogarts.
I have a big problem with the Red Sox.
Didn't pay Bogarts.
Mookie Betts, Andrew Benintendi, Xander Bogaerts. You had a dynasty.
Devers, they haven't even locked him up yet.
Which I don't see them doing.
Me neither.
Okay. When you have all these talented guys, this is why you build a farm system, to get these guys to the fucking majors. And you can't just not pay them and just let them all walk for nothing.
And it's not even like they're not paying like some of them, and taking care of some of these guys. They're
not
taking care of none of them.
No. And the trades they are making are not panning out. No. The prospects they're getting back are not good.
No,
they're not making good trades. They're not making good moves. They could have been in a position to be good at least by now, if not a couple years ago, and they're just not.
And it doesn't make sense because you look at the Red Sox as like one of those teams that would be willing to spend money.
A historic franchise that's been around forever.
And it seems as though they'd be willing to spend money and stuff, but they don't on anybody for that matter.
They act like the Tampa Bay Rays when they're in Boston.
Yeah, no, exactly. And the Rays are just unbelievable.
And the Rays are good at what they do. The Red Sox aren't.
But yeah, it's been a crazy MLB offseason so far. A lot of moves that weren't exactly expected and some moves that probably were. But not over yet. Still some big names out there that are going to get signed, big deals that'll be thrown around and stuff. So it'll be super interesting, I think. So that'll be a fun time. But last night was one of the craziest football games in a fourth quarter I think I've seen recently.
I fucking loved it.
Because Shake and Bake revived his career last night. So Baker Mayfield led a fourth quarter comeback against the Raiders, who are absolutely fucking poverty anyway. And I mean, it was fucking magical getting signed 4 days ago?
3. Well,
3
4 now, but 3 yesterday.
At the time, 3 days ago 4 days ago now, but by the Rams, and learn the playbook. And I'm assuming it was a dumbed down version of the playbook, and that's not disrespect. It's just you can't learn an NFL playbook in 3 days. And he came out and led a fourth quarter comeback, scoring 14 points in, I believe it was like 4 minutes or something like that.
He didn't start the game, right?
No, he didn't. Didn't even start the game. It was John Walford. And man, Baker's just showed out last night. Like that was absolutely incredible. But any thoughts on what went down in the fourth quarter last night, guys?
The Raiders just need a reset. I know signing Devontae Adams was supposed to be a huge thing. Not working. Derek Carr not working. Defense not working. None of it's working out for them right now. I think it's just you need to reset. They're out of the playoff picture now, right? Officially,
yeah.
4-9 they are. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So
Leo, come here. Continue.
They've lost a bunch of games by 1 score.
Yeah, no, they have. And Derek Carr has had performances where he's great and other performances where he's absolutely fucking terrible. Their defense is atrocious. It has one good player, essentially, and that's Max Crosby. And Max Crosby's been absolutely dominating this year, just needs to be said. He had another sack last night. And I hope to God that they trade this man because he deserves to be on a contending team, especially with the rate that he gets pressure at. There's no reason he should be on as poverty of a defense as he is right now. So I think you could realistically, if they rebuilt, you could probably get a first round pick and some other assets for Max Crosby by himself. But Derek Carr might get you something as well. I think that, as I said, the Jets, I think, will do something there. But yeah, I mean, what do we think about Baker? Like, what do we think about that? Aside from the Raiders, like we don't even need to deserve. They don't deserve to be spoken about this much. But
I mean, he did good. It was cool to see him lead a game-winning drive. He didn't have a great game
he
by
really
any
didn't.
means.
He didn't at all.
But let's not get it twisted. And I mean,
Defense balled out.
I was about to say the defense for the Rams has been really good as of late. And shout out to Jalen Ramsey, who is the best corner in the NFL. It was never in doubt. Never wasn't in doubt. He had Devontae Adams on locks last night. Like, let's be real. Devontae made that one
crazy grab. Yeah,
he made that one crazy catch. Congrats on the crazy catch, Devontae Adams. But Jalen Ramsey had you in jail last night, respectfully, and it sucks to suck for you, honestly, because I have you in one of my leagues that I need to win to make the playoffs. And,
which league?
MP's league.
Got it.
Yeah. But
You
I also
guys-
have Josh Jacobs. I started Cam
he's
Akers in
insane,
one of my
bro.
leagues. I'm versing Trunks
He had a
in
touchdown, but he didn't really do
Touchdown
much.
save.
And
No,
then
the
he
touchdown
fumbled.
saved him,
yeah,
though.
but he had 20 points in fantasy. So it's
He had
not,
20?
Did he really?
Oh, he had like
receptions
9.
did he have?
He had like 9 points.
All of their
nah, it
receptions, I
said
guess.
like 18, bro.
I
swear
really
to
don't
God.
think so.
Bro,
I know last week he had
hold
19, but
hold the phone for a sec.
that being
He had
But,
like 8.5.
No way it was 19, bro. What are we
Holding the
talking
phone.
about?
oh,
8.5. Get out of here.
Maybe he was like with a couple minutes left. My bad.
But
that's crazy. He's had 2 solid fantasy weeks in a row now, which
he's
is
had
relatively
more
surprising.
than 2. He had 20 last week, and then he had 50 the week before.
Oh, I
Thought we were
thought
talking
you were
about
talking
Cam
about
Akers,
Cam.
my
boy.
That's
I was
what
talking
I
about
thought
Josh
too. I was
Jacobs.
like, what the
you
fuck?
said Cam Akers.
I
then
was
you started
talking about Josh
about-
Jacobs.
Nah, you just
Oh,
said you started Cam
I
Akers.
did. Okay, I thought we were still talking about Josh Jacobs.
Nah,
yeah,
nah,
I
nah,
started
nah.
Cam Akers against Trunks in
Cam Akers put up
Flynn's.
50.
Nah, he put up 9.
That's what I knew
That's
something
what
was
I
up.
was
I was
saying.
like,
Yeah, he did
Cam
put up
Akers
9.
ain't never.
But
One
nine,
timeout.
9 is good.
For Cam Akers?
Cam Akers?
Better than
Yeah,
2.
You take
That's
it.
definitely better than 2.
9 is greater than 2, yes.
So yeah, it's in Flynn's league, and me and Trunks are versing each other. And Antonio Signs, shout out Antonio Signs. He drew out the whole like playoff scenario. Hold on, I gotta
What a guy.
look. Like it's crazy. This league is crazy right now. But
He
like
actually gave the entire
Yeah,
breakdown for
all-
those of you that can't see.
all this stuff needs to happen. So this is me. I clinch if I win versus Team Trunks. Berg wins, Mr. Nuremberg.
Shout out Ryan
son.
Nierenberg.
And Harry, whoever Harry is,
I don't know you. I don't know.
loses. Trunks gets in if he beats my team, and Berg loses.
So you guys need other stuff to happen outside
Yeah.
of you guys just winning.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
it. Got it.
No,
That's
it's
tough.
an actual bloodbath. in
Trincali
this league.
showed me
Yeah.
2 and like 11. You guys are
Yeah.
separated by like a game.
Yeah, everyone still has a chance to make it.
So
It's actually crazy. That league has been
That's
by
wild.
far
That's
my
wild
most
how we drew
fun.
that out. How we just sat there and just 2 through 11 was like, yeah, this
Yeah,
this stuff
and
all
it's
this
not-
stuff needs to
No,
happen.
and it's crazy because Antonio, who drew it out, is in first place and has nothing to worry about.
Well,
He
that's
just-
probably why it was.
he
like
That's
just
why
did
he
it for
did. He was like,
fun.
"Fuck it, I got nothing else better
Yeah,
to do. I'm
but,
already gonna make it."
No, that league has been by far my most fun fantasy league this year. Like it's not even close. There were
Yeah,
a shit
nah.
ton of trades. It's coming down to the wire. It
Fuck
was good
Dynasty.
stuff.
Yeah, Tricali showed me that. Now Antonio's team is really good.
Yeah.
By the way, looking at his team was unbelievable.
Yeah.
But
No, that league's been fun.
any other takeaways we had from the games on Sunday? Is there anything we recall that we want to speak about?
Brock Purdy beat my Dolphins, so I was pretty sad.
Of course, yes, they smoked them. They didn't just
Tua
beat them.
is still good. Let's not overreact. I was thinking about this. I hate football for that reason.
Armstead was out too, by the way.
Yeah. So,
So-
like in the NBA, everyone overreacts to everything, but like there's a game every other day. So like you overreact to something and then the team like a team losing and then the next
They'll
day
win
the
by
team
20.
wins by 20 and you
Yeah.
forget about it. But football, like team loses and you have a whole week to overreact about
And
it.
you have
like,
every analyst saying everything
right,
on
like
every channel.
bro, Tua had one bad game all season and like it really wasn't a good game
Oh,
for him.
it was
but
an
like
ugly game, but it's okay.
but like, let's not get it twisted. Let's not forget about the fucking 12 weeks prior.
I
you
saw
know?
fucking analysts saying, "Oh yeah, Lamar Jackson could be going to Miami." After I'm like, they're not giving
They're
up on
not giving
Tua
up on Tua.
after.
No, I think him and
season.
what's his name?
McDaniel.
Mike McDaniel have
They
built a
respect-
great
yeah.
relationship, a fantastic relationship. And he's turned out to be a fantastic coach, like
Yeah.
So far.
absolutely amazing. And I mean, yeah, no, people are overreacting, and everyone's been waiting for this though. Everyone's
Yeah.
been waiting for Tua to have that bad game so we could all come out and say, like, oh, Tua's overrated, Tua's this, Tua's that. No, he's really good, and he fits that system perfectly. He does exactly what he needs to do. Tua is still very good at
Yeah.
the quarterback position. Let's not get it twisted.
What else? Joe
outside of
Burrow
that-
owns Pat Mahomes.
Joe Burrow just
The
doesn't
Bengals
lose.
are legit, man.
Again, yes.
The Bengals
honestly,
are for real.
I was texting Lav, shout out Lav, that
Shout out Lev.
if the Bengals still had, and I think this matters more than people will realize, Chidobe Awuzie is out for the season,
Mhm.
and he's been their best cover guy the last few years since they signed him. That is a huge loss.
Yeah, they
and
have
I
Eli Apple playing there.
Exactly.
Their number one. pass
that
receiver.
makes a massive difference. And Eli Apple's been good. Let's
He
not
has
get
been-
into
no,
it. He's
the
been
Bengals
really good for
defense-
them.
The Bengals defense as a whole, they don't have a lot of names, but they're
They're more than the sum of
what
their
they-
parts.
What's his name? The dude from Staten Island, the coordinator, the defensive coordinator.
Lou Anarumo.
He's gonna get a head coaching job
Probably
at some point.
yes.
If it's not this year, then next year for sure.
Trey Hendrickson's been balling
Yeah.
once again.
One of the most underrated players in the league. Trey Hendrickson.
Absolutely. They just they don't have names on that defense,
They
but
get the
they get
job
it
done,
done.
yeah, for
Always
sure.
get it done. And they just know how to play Patrick Mahomes. Like, I don't know how, I
Yeah.
don't know why, but Joe Burrow just has his
No,
has his
they're
number.
real life contenders. So like for real, they've been balling recently. Like the past 5-6 weeks.
Yes,
they've
and
been
the
on a tear.
offensive line throughout the season has improved
Yeah.
tremendously. So
Yeah,
Joe
and
Burrow's scary, bro.
I was about to say,
You
like,
don't wanna
I
play
give
him.
Joe Burrow a lot of shit. I'm not the biggest Joe Burrow guy, but he's been he's
been
a top
unbelievable.
5 quarterback. Like,
Yes, easily.
yeah.
Easily. And I mean, you could even argue that he's entering top 3 conversation. Like it's been unbelievable what Burrow has done this season, and he's
Yeah.
only going to get better. Like that's the terrifying part. So but yeah, overall, I mean the NFL was cool this week.
Yeah, the Giants tied.
Jesus Christ, that was such a
That
terrible
was,
game to
yeah,
watch.
not
Overtime
fun.
was
man.
not cool.
No.
Bro, we got to take the training wheels off the offense now, man. Just let it rip. I don't even care if Danny makes
Let that
mistakes.
shit rip.
Just like a Beyblade.
Let it rip like a Beyblade. Yep.
The
The play calling's too conservative.
Yeah.
It's just that
That's what I was
simple.
gonna
I
say.
mean, I just don't understand how like some of the play calls have just been so ultra conservative. And I get it. We're trying to play not to lose the game. But my thing is that's a game you need to win.
they don't trust their receivers. I don't think it's really Daniel Jones. They don't trust. They don't trust the guys that they have out there.
I mean, when Darius Slayton's your number one, I can understand.
He made a sick grab,
He
I
did.
will
And
say.
he makes at least one a game. One a game. But he also had a key drop in that game too. Like, let's not forget that Slayton is also one of the most prone receivers to dropping the football.
Yeah, he's a top
Well,
5.
he's supposed to
drop
be a wide
rate,
receiver
yeah.
3-4. He's not supposed to be doing.
No,
having all that
exactly. He
responsibility,
shouldn't be a number one wide receiver on a team. That's pretty obvious. We see that he's a deep threat, and he's really not much else. And I mean, with all due respect to Darius Slayton, he makes some big grabs, but at the same time, he also has some massive drops. Like, it's just you can't rely on that guy. I don't know if they extend him in the offseason because he's a free agent, so we'll see what happens there. But man, we need some goddamn weapons right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. So it's pretty ugly, and Saquon's starting to wear down a little bit as the season progresses, and that's just due to getting 25 to 30 carries every single game. But I don't know. We'll
the
see about
Jets.
everything else from there.
The Jets.
Yeah, you go ahead and take this one away, buddy.
Mike White looked fantastic. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if I'd say
I
fantastic.
wouldn't say fantastic.
What wasn't fantastic about what Mike White did?
You guys had 5 field goals.
That wasn't his
is-
fault.
Threw 2 picks.
He also
You
threw
didn't
2
see the picks.
I saw
both of them
No,
were
I
not
know.
his fault.
I know. I just
One of
saying,
them, the last one was a heave, and the first one was tipped.
Yeah, Corey Davis.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he fit some balls into some tight windows that. No, really.
He did.
4th
No,
and
he
10, Corey
did.
Davis down the stretch with 3 minutes left.
No, I'm
That's
not.
a big time.
I'm not
fucking
saying
throw.
he played bad. You said phenomenal though.
I didn't say
don't know.
phenomenal. I said fantastic.
Whatever. Same thing. I just don't know. Better than what Zach Wilson
Okay.
would have done.
But the problem was
That's not
the
saying
play
much.
calling at the end of the game and the personnel. I'm sorry, Braxton Berrios shouldn't be in the fucking game in 4th down. Oh, I don't get it. 4th down in the red zone when you need a fucking score and you're throwing the ball to Braxton Berrios. You have Elijah Moore, you have Garrett Wilson, you have Corey Davis, and you throw it to fucking Braxton Berrios.
Let's not act like you weren't talking your shit about Corey Davis right before that. So
Corey Davis is fucking ass. But I still named 2 other guys that are better than him.
Yeah, no, Garrett
doesn't
Wilson's
matter.
a fucking dog.
It doesn't matter, bro. You fucking throw a wheel route to Braxton Berrios where he makes a wrong cut and they get called for a block in the back, bro. You get in the red zone 7 times. And you don't score a touchdown on any of them. The only time you score is when Mike White, they
ran
fucking
it in, right?
They fucking they challenged it, and he happened to fucking get in the end zone by an inch. That's the only way they got into the end zone.
An inch matters, man. That's all that matters. Yeah, no, Mike
White
upset. Played well. He played well given the circumstances. Obviously,
LaFleur needs to get fired after the season. Offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
no, he's fucking terrible.
I mean, yeah. I feel like we're gonna ask this every week, and like it'll probably change every week. But like, Mike White's not your quarterback next season, right?
I mean, at this, I don't know. He's not playing bad.
It could be you.
He's playing better than a lot of quarterbacks.
With how game 1 went.
It depends on
he's throwing for
what
300
you could
yards.
do to replace him.
Those 2 picks were not his
Do
fault.
you really want to go trade assets for a guy like Derek Carr? Like, is there
how he just fucking played?
Yeah, right. Like, is a guy like Derek Carr gonna move? I love Derek Carr. I'm the biggest Derek Carr guy. But like, is he gonna move? He's not gonna move the needle. I think worth trading valuable picks and stuff like that.
The only people we're trading for, I mean, is Lamar and
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I saw some
the
funny ass meme on Instagram. Ghetto Gronk posted it. Shout out Ghetto Gronk because that page is hilarious. It was when you accidentally press X and it was Derek Carr's fucking pick in the end zone because he just lobbed it up in the middle of 3 defenders. Yeah. And I think it was Bobby Wagner that just snatched that shit and took it. And there was one of the worst throws I think I've seen. And I was just like, yo, this was really bad.
Yo, the Vikings are so fraudulent.
Oh, yeah. They're getting bounced in the first round.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting bounced in the first round.
I said that last week. I feel like they're the worst 9-2 team. No, they're 10-2.
10-2.
Yeah. It's crazy that the 5-7 Lions are favorites against them this week.
We spoke about that. Yeah. I love the Lions.
The Lions are balling, but it's like I know they're
people are too high on the Lions right now, I think.
What? I don't think we're high enough.
They've been really, really good the past few weeks.
I don't think
people
we're
like
high
them.
Enough.
People definitely like them a lot because they were on Hard Knocks.
Super Bowl contender in 2024 or 2023 next season.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, but no, it is crazy for a 5-7 team to be favored versus a 10-2 team,
bro. Absolutely. But yeah, they have I think the worst point differential of any 10-2 team of all time. It's safe to say I think a lot of people are thinking they're going to get bounced in the first round. A lot of luck is going their way. They're undefeated in 1-score games. I believe the fucking stat was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean they are very fraudulent. We know that. Kirk Cousins is their quarterback. He's good.
I wish I had this. I didn't screenshot it. Someone posted on Twitter the other day, like, what if every 1-score game this season went the opposite way, like the opposite team won? And it had the standings of if that happened, and it was
Giants
crazy.
Are probably like
the
2
Giants
wins.
were down there, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Vikings would be probably the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah. There was one. I think it might have been Jacksonville that was very high.
The Lions would probably be the top team in the NFL at that fucking point.
The Lions were high up. The Raiders were high up, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But no, it was cool to see. It was
weird.
weird.
The Chiefs would probably be undefeated or something.
No,
like that.
the Chiefs were lower.
Really?
Chiefs win a lot of
they don't blow.
games.
They don't blow a lot of teams out. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it was a cool graphic though.
Yeah, no, the NFL is very interesting this season. It just sucks that Jimmy G and my Super Bowl pick are now done probably. So that's the most unfortunate part. But it is what it is. I mean,
he's gonna be back for playoff time.
Yeah, and before we move on, Russell Wilson, man, what the fuck is going on with this guy? Yo, that was bad. Against the fucking Ravens, against Tyler Huntley.
Will they put up 9 points? They didn't score a
9
touchdown
points,
again?
bro.
You know what the scary part is? I think he lost the locker room.
He definitely lost. Yeah, I don't think
weeks
that.
ago.
He's been lost the locker room.
They didn't go to his birthday party.
They said, Russ, you got to stop saying let's ride. We've been riding, and you're not
coming along.
They're tired.
You ain't even sitting in the back.
Riding Russ.
Bro, he ain't even sitting in the back seat. He's getting dragged at the fucking end of the truck.
Unlimited.
Bro.
My boy's so limited. It's not even crazy.
So limited, bro.
He's really not gonna throw more touchdowns than bathrooms, bro. Like, it's crazy.
I love how we did that last week.
And he didn't move at all.
He didn't move.
He might have gotten another bathroom for all we
Oh
know.
my god, bro. If the fucking bathrooms went up, if we saw the meter for the bathrooms go up one or two,
Slightly.
like, bro, I think nah. He can't buy another bathroom in his house because of that exact meme right there. So
this is crazy.
if he doesn't beat it, that's honestly one of the
Bro,
worst.
Good for Seattle. Good for fucking Seattle.
Good for
Seattle.
Gino. Good for Gino.
I don't think he's
man.
gonna be the quarterback. going
Gino's
forward.
killing it with the quotes, though.
I'm a
He said,
honest.
what's it called?
Be honest, Matt. No, Geno Smith's not the answer.
Someone said about Gino, like, being a backup quarterback for all those years, like, was it hard on him? And his response was like, well, my hard days are a blessing for someone else, so I don't really care.
Backup quarterback's the best position in
Wow.
football.
He's such a guy, bro. I love him.
Bro.
He said they roll me off, but I ain't right back.
Hell no, we ain't right back.
You just know he's been practicing those quotes in the,
Oh,
fucking,
yeah.
in the mirror for 9 years.
He's been waiting for those moments
It's like,
right
He's
there.
been having
goes,
dreams about this.
Man, I hope I never write myself off.
Bro.
So I can't write back.
Nah,
My
I
boy
mean,
just know how to write.
you know, you said it. You said it before. Like, is he the answer? Like, I see a world where the Seahawks keep him, and
I wouldn't doubt them keeping him, but they're gonna
Well-
try somebody else out. They're gonna draft a
Well, they're
quarterback.
not
I don't know.
in
man.
position to get a high pick. I mean,
They
well,
have
they
the
get the
Of course,
Broncos
they could
Broncos
trade
pick,
up.
yeah.
That's always a thing, but
I feel like this year, this draft, quarterback isn't the most important position for them.
I
They're
would agree.
building something great. They have a lot of young talent
Oh,
on that
for
team.
sure.
like,
I just feel like if you go out and don't draft a quarterback and Geno comes back down to earth and is a backup quarterback,
then you'll
again
be in
next year-
position to draft a quarterback next year.
I know, but you
Exactly.
don't want to just take a step back.
I don't
I
think
mean-
you're taking a step back though if you're improving the roster with other positions in this year's draft. This is
Bro,
a really good draft.
if you look,
It's obviously there's a lot of quarterbacks in this draft also, but I mean, it's a really good
it's
draft.
still a top two though. That's the thing. But then if you look at next year's draft, it's arguably the best top two of quarterbacks we've seen in a very, very, very long time. Like Caleb Williams and Drake May are probably both going to be fucking
Is
studs.
Drake May eligible next year? How
I
does that
believe
work?
he's not a true freshman, is he?
I think
he's a
he
red
is.
shirt, I think.
No, I think you
I-
might be right.
I think he's a
you might
redshirt
be right.
freshman.
So that's
that
how it
would
works.
make
If
him
you
eligible next year.
redshirt and then you
You only
play
have to
for-
be in college for 3 years. Yeah,
Mhm.
and then you could enter the NFL. You don't have to
Cool.
play for 3 years. But
uh,
yeah, Drake May and Caleb Williams. And Caleb Williams is literally, I want him on the Giants so fucking bad. Like I
Yeah,
would
he's
love to see
different.
that. But yeah, Drake May too. That's one of the best top twos we're gonna see. So
Drake May just announced he's staying at UNC. Thank God,
what, you
because
thought he was gonna transfer?
half the team went in the transfer portal. They lost a bunch of-
Really? I didn't
Everyone's
even see
fed
that.
up with UNC football because the defense is always so bad.
Transfer portal
Very
makes
true.
college football so much more interesting.
So
The
much.
player movement is crazy.
Yeah.
So much
It's
more.
like the fucking NFL, bro.
Yeah, it is
Especially
crazy.
with the NIL shit now. Like,
Guys can go make money in bigger markets.
Yeah.
yes, Dion in Colorado, he's probably gonna get 1 million transfers there too. So I mean, bro, it's
the quarterback transferred. The quarterback that was there. Put
oh
himself
yeah,
in
of
the
course,
transfer portal.
because
I mean,
he
His
knew
son, yeah.
Dion's son was gonna be.
Yeah.
Well,
split.
Dion straight
Like,
up said it.
Yeah.
In the press conference.
He said,
Dude,
"Here's your quarterback."
his son literally is still on the other roster, and he's like, "Yeah, no, my son's coming here."
Yeah, and he did also say it's going to be a competition. He's got to earn the job.
yeah, I
like,
mean,
we
his
know
son's
damn
a
well your son's
baller.
going to start.
He's
Like,
a
son's
baller.
good.
Yeah,
And he's good.
a
He
baller.
is very
he
good.
deserves it, probably.
I wonder if Travis Hunter transfers. That's the
Where
that's
is
the big name.
he?
He's also
He's
at
the
Jackson
number-
State. He was the
He was
number one
committed.
recruit.
Yeah, I
from
know
them.
Did
that.
he
I
say
didn't
he's
know
already
he's committed.
transferred? He's the number one recruit from
He was
last
the
year?
number one recruit.
Yeah,
from
he already
last
said
year.
he's going.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh
To
shit.
Colorado, or he's just
Is
entered
he
the
I could've
transfer
sworn-
following? Yeah,
portal?
that's the big question. Is he following Dion?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, no, I've seen him in like destroying
What's his name?
videos.
Sorry, Taylor Jackson.
yeah, everyone's in destroying videos now. We even had Eli in one
What's
of
his
those.
name again?
Travis Hunter.
Travis.
Yeah,
Hunter.
yeah,
I said
Travis
Taylor
Hunter.
Jackson.
That sounds like a number one recruit
It
name,
does,
though.
it does.
Taylor Jackson.
That's a tough name.
Did he officially
Yeah.
Travis Hunter, Colorado transfer from Jackson State? Yeah. Oh wow, he already did.
Yeah.
He's going to Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Makes sense.
Dion's just that guy. So he's
Yeah,
probably
he's
going to
cool.
become the best recruiter in college football very soon. So
Well,
I
you
can't
see-
believe people saying shit about him leaving Jackson State.
Did you see everything he did at Jackson State?
Yeah.
They didn't give him any money. He rebuilt their locker rooms. He paid for their uniforms.
He did a
their
lot for them.
sponsorship. He fucking rebuilt that. He made that program. He built it. There was nothing before.
I
He
will
built it.
say, though, to be fair, the whole time he said it wasn't about money. And then he went and took the big time
Yeah, but
contract from Colorado.
when there's that much, it's not like it's about the money, but it's also just about like
Taking the next
his
step.
coaching career. Yeah, like
My thing
needs
is,
to
there's a
progress.
ceiling on what you could do as a coach when you're at a program like Jackson State. You know
I
what
agree.
I mean?
And I posed this question, like, obviously, we'll move on after this, but is this the end game for Deion? Or do we think in a
Colorado?
couple, that's what I'm saying.
No.
Or do we think in a couple years he's like,
You know, we'll see
ready
how
to-
we'll see
because
how
he
it
can
goes.
build them up to be a power.
Yeah, we'll
honestly.
see how it goes there. He's definitely gonna build them up to better than what they
were
have
one- they were one
been.
in, like,
yeah,
11.
just because of who he is.
Deion,
It's the same thing with like Penny at Memphis. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like no matter what, you're gonna get recruits just because
of
of
your
who
name.
you are. Yeah.
Because of your name.
I
It
don't
was a
know him
culture changer.
personally, but it feels like he, would like to build a program and he's going to just get
And
a
then
little
dip.
bored and,
And then
go somewhere
dip.
else.
Yeah.
Maybe try the NFL out in a few years,
I wouldn't be surprised at that.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Get
But
some free agents to pop out,
like I said, I just think he's going to become the best recruiter.
hit the
think
transfer
he-
portal.
Hit the
Pop
transfer
out
portal
at
in the
your
NFL.
party.
But yeah, no.
I don't know the words.
Deion's gonna build that team up. Build up. Jesus Christ.
Listen.
We're gonna Deion's gonna build up that Colorado team just like we're gonna build up your pockets with our locks of the week.
That was good.
I like that.
was good.
Yeah, thanks, man. So Ortiz, what are we starting with for this week?
Does that mean it's time for the Prize Picks Party Mix, ladies and gentlemen?
You want to tell them right there?
Prize Picks Party Mix. Prize Picks Party Mix. Prize Picks Party Mix. Prize Picks Party Mix.
So
I told
Ortiz, you want to lead us off?
No.
Oh, okay, sick.
All
I'm
right.
gonna save
So,
mine for last.
Okay, Chris, you want to lead us
never
off?
mind. Whatever.
So there's a free line. Justin Herbert, 0.5 passing yards. I took the more. Hopefully he hits that.
By the way, we all have that.
Yeah, everyone.
Just would
Yeah.
like to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's being put out there. It's it's a free one. So
I'm running it back with Kirk Cousins, 0.5 interceptions more. He didn't hit last week, so why not try again? And then the goofball, Jared Goff, more than 1.5 passing touchdowns.
shout out Jared Goff for balling the fuck out this season too. By the way, man deserves that. Justin Herbert, yeah. My thing is I have Herbert with the 0.5, as we all said. I have Garrett Wilson, who I've picked, I believe, the last 2 weeks, and he just continues to hit for me. And he's my dynasty wide receiver 1. 61.5, we're taking the over against the Buffalo Bills. And then lastly, I have Dawson Knox against the New York Jets to have more than 2.5 receptions because I think that Sauce Gardner is going to do his thing, and Dawson Knox is going to have to get some receptions there. So, Dean, as for your lock of the
I got my nephew a Sauce Gardner jersey for Christmas.
That's fire.
That's
Damn,
fire.
I'm
So
jealous.
That is
excited to
dope.
give it to him. It's his
Every
first
Jet fan
jersey
is gonna
ever,
love it.
bro.
Ever?
His first
gonna
jersey
remember that
ever. I
forever,
know.
bro.
That's what I was
What were
thinking.
your
when
first jerseys?
Jeremy Shockey.
Jeremy Shockey.
That was
You have a football jersey?
My first football jersey was more recent. I think it was.
Marshawn Lynch.
It actually might have been the Marshawn. Lynch
I
jersey.
remember.
the white and the home and the away jersey.
Wow.
Mine is just typical New York. It was Eli Manning.
Okay.
So
All right.
My first basketball jersey
Yeah,
was
I-
a
that-
Kobe jersey that I got for Christmas, and I wanted a LeBron jersey. And I remember my parents apologized to me so many times. They're like, "We're so sorry we couldn't find the LeBron jersey. We ordered it for you. It didn't come, but we wanted you to have a jersey anyway, so we got you this Bryant one." I was still so happy.
My
I think.
first
Oh no.
my
After
first
you, Dean.
football jersey was a Thomas Jones Jets jersey. It was a Titans jersey. It was a blue New York Titans jersey.
you just said Jets too.
Yeah,
He
the Jets were the Titans.
buddy.
Whoa.
History.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right.
You didn't know that?
Okay. No, you're right.
Yeah.
I did not know that actually.
My first basketball
Learning things.
jersey though. It was a Nets Stephon Marbury jersey.
Oh,
Nice
damn.
little throwback.
That's a good
So that was my
jersey.
first not Nets, but I had a Knicks Stephon Marbury jersey. That was my first basketball.
I had a
jersey.
Knicks Marbury jersey.
Let's
too.
go.
I had a Nate Robinson Knicks jersey too.
That's
That
pretty
was
cool.
I had a number
one
4.
of my favorite jerseys, bro.
My first basketball
It was
jersey.
the Reebok one too, bro.
Ah, that's kinda
from
fire.
back in the day.
Oh, my God. I think it was Jeremy Lin. I think
That's
my
your first basketball jersey?
I didn't
That's
get a basketball jersey
insanity.
until I was
That's
older.
crazy.
That was so insane. I remember getting my Jeremy Lin jersey.
Never had a basketball jersey.
You had to
until I was
have
older.
the Jeremy Lin jersey.
I had to
Yeah.
have it.
Exactly.
I had the shirt. I had the jersey shirt.
I had both of them. I had both.
Bro,
I had the shirt with just a bunch of Jeremy Lin's faces.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fire.
I don't know
That's
where that
dope.
shirt is.
Shout out Winsanity, man.
I have an infamous video of me in a Kobe Bryant jersey, by the way.
That's a good
Oh
one.
my God, elite video. But give us your lock, Dean. What we got?
I also had Garrett Wilson for over 61.5 receiving yards. And then I had Deshaun Watson throwing a pick.
Facts.
Yup.
His fan club was at the game. He didn't perform.
Bro, he was ass.
He was not
Jesus.
good.
Oh, no, I was
my
just picking
God.
Deshaun because he's gonna throw a pick against the Bengals.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah,
but I was close
and
to
he's
thinking
gonna-
that. Ortiz, now the man.
Wait,
Are we stamping?
you said all three?
We all
have
yeah,
Herbert,
it
we
was
all
Herbert.
have
Herbert. Yeah, yeah.
Herbert,
So-
Herbert.
No shock. I also have the Herbert over on 0.5 yards.
Good
Wow.
choice.
I have Darius Slayton more than 3.5 receptions.
Nice.
And AJ Brown in the first half against the New York Giants to score 7.5 fantasy points.
Nice.
Okay.
This is my Tony T guarantee of the week. Stamp it.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So
Gotta stamp it.
I'm actually kind of curious. We got to go back and check this. How many of your guarantees have actually hit so far this
On it-
season?
Two.
Two of them?
Yeah, me
I-
and Ortiz both have 2 prize picks wins. You
and I
lead that
don't
with
guarantee
3.
all my
Stamp
prize
both
picks
of them.
wins.
That's
I-
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't guarantee all of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe the 2
exactly.
that you had you didn't stamp. I don't remember, but I
If
know
you
you
didn't-
have 2.
You might have to.
He
stop
has
stamping.
3, we have 2, and then Dean and Trunks have 0.
Oh my God.
My boy. I wish you guys.
You
saw
guys
that.
didn't even get to see
That
that.
shit
Fucking
hit the
go.
ceiling.
He missed so terribly. He hit the ceiling, it hit the couch, and then it bounced into the garbage can. None of you
Just
saw
the way I
that.
drew
Look
it
at
up.
Leo.
Look at Leo's astounded.
That was one of the
coming to give you
craziest
a dab.
shots
That
I
was
think I've
awesome.
ever seen.
Wow.
Let's get it.
Oh my God. But anyways, all right, let's move on to
We got to give Dean a prize pick.
the other side of this. Chris, what's next?
The bad side. Not that we're picking.
FanDuel Fridays. Trey Young to score 20 points. Kevin Durant to score 25 plus points. Anthony Davis to score 20 points. Atlanta Hawks plus 7.
Okay. What do I have?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm curious.
You only sent me 3.
No, they're the same thing. So I had the Pascal Siakam to score 20 plus. I had Tyrese Halliburton to score 20 plus, and I had the Milwaukee Bucks money line against the Dallas Mavericks tonight. So that in totality plus
Yo,
350.
it's 4
It's 4
picks,
picks, buddy boy.
That's what I'm saying. You only sent
Oh,
me
shit.
3.
I picked one other 20-point score. Who the fuck did I pick?
Julius Randle.
Oh,
You know
Kevin
what?
Durant?
Is he playing tonight?
Yeah, they
Yep.
played in
We're giving it to Julius Randle.
Oh
Alright.
God.
Screw it.
All right. So I have the Washington Wizards money line. I don't want money line.
Whoa, dude.
Money line. Against the Pacers. Then I have Jalen Brunson to score 20 points against the Charlotte Hornets. And then I got KD to score 25 against the Atlanta Hawks. And then I got Anthony Davis to score 15 against the Sixers. I put 5 to win 31-58.
That might have been the worst FanDuel Friday that anyone has ever had.
Dean really said.
Fuck
All
you.
right, Ortiz, what we got?
I went kind of lazy today. I went straight money lines.
Wow.
But
Those are
I have-
scary.
Knicks over the Hornets, Cavs over the Kings, Grizzlies over the Pistons, and the Jazz over the Timberwolves.
Nice.
Okay. What's the total odds on that one?
I came out to plus 436, $5 to win 26.83.
Got it.
Worth it.
Solid FanDuel Fridays, fellas.
Locks.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Cream cheese and lox.
I'm so sorry to any of you that do actually follow our picks.
Yeah,
I actually
I don't
feel
recommend
so
it.
terrible.
I really don't recommend
at this
it.
point.
Yo, we're gonna turn it around. A
It-
wise man once said
The
to me,
odds will change.
for
I don't wanna be
every
a genius.
cold streak, there is a hotter streak brewing, like coffee.
This
Amir.
wise man is spitting facts. So
It was Tremarky.
Who else?
shout out Trim.
The wisest of all
you
the
send your
men.
picks every single night, and we appreciate you for that.
Does he
Trim.
really?
So
Trim
he-
always
he sends his picks all the
He
time.
sends them with like the red.
Is that in the Dynasty chat?
Yeah,
Oh, I have that-
like the
I have that
red,
on D&D.
the red light, like the goal light. He sends important announcement, and then he sends it as a screen recording with like a hype song in the background. Like one of them was the Chicago Bulls
He's
theme,
so
like
funny,
the
bro.
intro song. Yeah,
Damn, I
He's
gotta
so
watch
funny.
that.
Yeah, no, you do. Trim is elite.
Yeah.
Shout out Trim, baby.
Elite bowl,
We
please.
love you, man. Okay, so we're gonna now we hop into our main basketball segment of the day. Actually, one of the two. We'll start. We want to start with the trades. We could start with
I
some
think we
trades.
start with the trades.
So,
So it's
big time date for the NBA is coming up very soon. December 15th is where players that were signed in the offseason or recently signed can be traded. So we decided that since it's becoming trade season very soon, we'll give you two trades, one of which being a top 6 seed in the NBA currently in either conference, and the other trade being any team below that. So we cooked up a few of them for you. And Chris, you want to start off with your first trade? Is this your top 6 seed?
yes.
Okay.
So the Atlanta Hawks, my team, one of my teams. They've been dangling around John Collins' name in trade rumors for 2 years now, it feels like, maybe even longer. So it's time for them to trade him. And what do the Hawks need? I'll tell you what the Hawks need. Hawks need some shooting. A big that could shoot. A big wing that could shoot. And you know who's a big wing who could shoot?
Who's that?
Bojan Bogdanovic.
Oh,
Yep.
Just recently signed an extension.
This dude's been elite this year, by the way. Like, actually absurd.
What's he?
Bojan.
Isn't he averaging 20?
20, yeah. He's actually like been absurd this year. So this trade has been like floating around, and I actually saw a mock trade for this, and the trade actually had the Pistons giving up second round picks in this trade, which I didn't think made much sense.
I saw that, and I was about to ask you. So Collins and assets for Bogdanovic.
I feel like that's because in the Pistons case, it's just like, how much is like, what are they gonna do with John Collins? They have a shit ton
so
of,
many bigs.
right. So I don't know. They're probably seeking a first round pick if they're gonna trade Bojan.
I could see this being a 3-teamer too,
Yeah.
and Collins getting sent elsewhere.
Yeah, I could see that.
But
I just kept it simple. But I saw it with the Hawks receiving second round pick, so I was like, nah, that's not really gonna happen.
I get that.
So I sent John Collins in just 2 seconds this year. They have the Pelicans second this year on top of their own second for Bojan. Gives the Hawks shooting, more ball handling, a very underrated perimeter defender.
He will try his ass off on defense for sure.
He
You know,
put Luka in not jail, but like he
no,
did a
he
very
makes it
good
tough
job
on these guys.
Luka the other
He
night.
always makes it tough on guys, especially bigger wings. That's where he excels at most defensively. But anyways, shout out to Fanspo, by the way. The website for the trade machine. That's where me and Chris made ours. I don't know if you guys did the same thing, but we made them on Fanspo to make sure that all the numbers were correct, and it tells you any of the issues with the trade in case a guy can't be traded until afterwards and all that stuff. So
yeah, but Bojan's been incredible. The Hawks are one of the worst shooting teams in the league this year.
indeed they are.
So, and John Collins has been pretty much a nothing for them. He hasn't contributed.
He needs to
anything.
be out of there.
Yeah,
It
he
just has to
hasn't
happen.
Done anything?
It's meant
he
to happen.
doesn't have a
now.
role anymore.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He does. I think it was his lowest usage, and not to mention that it's not like his usage has gone down and his efficiency has gone up. It's kind of been both have gone down, and Collins just doesn't look happy in Atlanta, and I think it's it's only a matter of time now. I think it's finally the time that he gets traded.
Yeah, and Bojan's above the 80th percentile in 3-point shooting from all spots, so he obviously helps him with shooting.
Yeah, very underrated shot creator too, off the dribble and stuff. And obviously he's a knockdown shooter. We knew that already, but I mean, that's definitely an interesting trade. And by the way, we wanted to keep it semi-realistic too. So obviously the money has to work in these trades, and of course it has to make sense for both teams.
Yeah, but don't violate us. We're not GMs.
Please.
We're not GMs.
Violate
If you
us.
want to
I don't
violate
give a
us,
fuck.
violate us. Go
yeah,
ahead.
I mean, go ahead, say what you have to say, but just
Mostly
remember,
just,
we're not
Just
GMs.
violate the innocent bystander.
Someone should make me a GM. But
No.
I've done it in 2K before, so
Well, then,
I think I could do it in real
let's
life.
hear this super special trade, Mr. GM man.
All right, so my first trade here, I wanted to do something that would be a big time trade, but like both of my trades are, one of them I guess is kind of big, but I'll start with the first one. This is a smaller one. This is for my top 6 seed, and this is the Nuggets, and they're receiving Matisse Thybulle. And the reason that I picked Matisse heading to the Nuggets is because what's the biggest problem for the Nuggets? And so far this season, they're 26th in defensive rating. Matisse Thybulle isn't even currently in the Philly rotation, only averaging right around 11, 12 minutes per game. And we know what Matisse is good at. It's defense. He's arguably the best perimeter defender in the entire league. He wreaks havoc. He's his stocks are always elite, and obviously steals and blocks.
I think Chris has something to say about that.
The best is crazy. That's all I have to say.
No, I said arguably. I said arguably the best.
I'd argue.
What's the argument?
I'd argue he's not.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
yeah.
So who do you think is the best perimeter defender, Chris?
Not
we'll
Matisse
get into
Thybulle.
that when we get into that.
Fair enough. But anyway, oh yeah, we are gonna get into that. That's fair. But anyways, yeah, I mean, Matisse going to the Nuggets makes sense, and obviously his biggest struggle is his offensive game. And if there's one guy that can always unlock someone's offensive talents in one way, shape, or form, it is Nikola Jokic. And Matisse has, for the most part in his career, been a very good cutter. And obviously, when you have arguably the best passer in the league, you can unlock those types of talents with guys. So I think Matisse ends up heading to the Nuggets, and in this case, the Sixers receive a top 20 protected first-round pick and Ish Smith to make the money work. I picked top 20 because he's not even in the rotation currently, and I think the protections will loosen as time goes on. That's my prediction. Might not even take a first-round pick. It could honestly take 1 or 2 seconds. That's why I have Matisse heading there. Obviously, his three-point shooting isn't great, but the Nuggets can take care of that because they are the second best shooting team in the league currently. So
Yay, Nuggets.
How much? Because I know you're the Nuggets guy, and the point of doing this trade was to fix the Nuggets. How much does this move the needle for them, like you think?
So I don't think it massively moves the needle, but I don't think they're in need of a massive trade in a way because
what I'm thinking is, sorry to cut you off. What I'm thinking is perimeter, like they need defense. Defense is their weakness, right?
Too.
I was gonna say, is perimeter defense really the weakness for them?
I mean,
KCP's been pretty good. Bruce
Bruce
Brown's been
KCP,
phenomenal.
yes.
Christian Braun,
Aaron Gordon,
right?
Another guy that
I don't know
defend wings.
Yeah, I don't know if you know.
It's
definitely a cool trade, like because, like you said, playing next to Jokic could unlock different things for Matisse as a cutter. Obviously, he'd definitely have more of an offensive role playing in Denver than with Philly, just standing in the corner
for
sure. But like defensively wise, obviously he is one of the better perimeter defenders in the league. But he's so much of an offensive liability that do you even want to have him on the court?
And that's why I said that, because obviously it comes down to how much of an offensive liability, and that's been the story his entire career.
Yeah.
Is he even worth having on the court because he's so bad offensively? But I think for a team like this, who can space the floor as well as they can, you can have that one shooter that maybe can't make a jumper from the 3-point line and stuff like that. And especially, as I said, him as a cutter, Jokic being arguably the best passer in the NBA, you unlock those types of roles, and maybe he becomes less of an offensive negative to the point where he is worth having on the court just for his defensive abilities. And when you surround Jokic with that many great perimeter defenders, you create some lineups that are really good defensively. So we'll see what happens there. I think that's my first trade.
Shout out to DeAndre Jordan. He had a good game last night.
He did have a good game last night, but he's been fucking trash this entire season for the most part. But
so you guys did your higher seed trade
Yeah.
first? Okay. So
Okay.
I have a trade for the
Okay.
for the Atlanta Hawks. I also had something involving John Collins. So I traded John Collins for Jordan Clarkson, Kelly Olynyk, and a second-round pick.
Okay.
I think that the Jazz probably are willing to
like
take
that.
on John Collins in the what do you call
Hopes that he can become better.
Right, potential that you have in that, and I feel like with all the picks that they have, they're willing to take a risk like that, and they don't have to pay Jordan Clarkson after this year.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
for the Hawks, that helps a lot. You get a shooting big and
Right.
Kelly Olynyk, who could play 5 sometimes, or also play alongside Clint
shot
and
creator,
Onyeka. And
playmaker.
Jordan Clarkson has been literally incredible this year. I gotta find a stat
did you
about
see him
Jordan Clarkson.
squaring up?
Yeah, that shit was
So
fucking
funny,
hilarious.
My
bro.
boys,
Manny Pacquiao tweeted out to him.
y'all
he's
think
got the
Jordan
fighting
Clarkson like has drip? Like I feel like he
Yeah,
just
he
looks.
is.
He
Yes.
does.
Definitely.
Okay, but he
Yes.
just looks weird. I feel like
blood. No, he does. No,
on
I
a
agree.
basketball court, my boy would be looking like a WNBA player.
His tats are crazy though.
His
He has-
tats are
What do you
crazy.
mean by that?
I think he's just saying he looks like a woman.
He looks a little feminine. No, right.
Yo, Jordan
literally.
Clarkson, I hope you see this.
Jordan Clarkson, you're a hooper.
Just the female variety.
Come at Dean, please.
No.
Fuck this.
Yeah, so-
come,
no, no,
come
okay,
on,
so-
Dean.
so-
Come on,
So
Dean.
Cleveland Jordan looks fine.
Cleveland.
So Cleveland Jordan looks fine. But look at that. My boy looks like Brittany Griner.
All right.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah, but the Jazz are a plus 6.6 when Jordan Clarkson's on the court and a minus 5.2 when I'm off the
That's
court. and 11
That's a
points.
bitch.
And in whatever EP estimated plus
Plus
minus,
minus.
he's like an elite company with all these superstars at a plus 2.5.
It's so crazy too to see that because throughout the entirety of his career, for the most part, he's been a bucket getter and doesn't affect his team at all.
Yeah.
Or at least he's had negative net rating swings for most of his career. So to see him be this positive and
No, yeah,
with
this
names
season-
like Brandon Ingram, LeBron James, Drew Holiday, Spencer Dinwiddie, surprisingly enough. Bro, stop showing me Jordan. Okay, he looks like a woman. Okay, I get it.
I'm just saying. Just trying to
But
prove a point.
He's a hooper regardless.
No,
I mean,
yeah, I didn't say he
Yeah,
wasn't.
no, he's having a hell of a season, and he would definitely help out the Hawks a little bit. give them
Yeah,
some-
for sure. That's a pretty good trade. Aside from Clarkson, what were the assets going there? Kelly
Kelly
Olynyk,
Olynyk.
Jordan Clarkson, and were there picks involved or no?
Second
Oh, it's
rounder.
over here. And one
Just
second
whatever.
rounder.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
yeah, I
whatever.
mean that makes sense a lot for them. And I'm assuming the money would work as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good trade right there. But I could see that
What
happening.
did Trunk say in the chat?
He said
He said Dean
he
wins.
said Dean wins.
Dean wins what?
I don't know what
What
you're
do I
talking
win?
about.
I know
Trincali.
Jordan
what
Clarkson
he
does look like. No, I'm just kidding.
He's definitely no, that's probably what he is like implying that he looks like a woman.
Oh, thanks, Trunks.
But
Sorry, Jordan.
Shout out Jordan Clarkson though. If he heads to the Hawks, he'll
Shout out
he'll
Jordan
probably
Clarkson.
show
Yeah,
he'll probably
no,
show
come on the
his
pod.
ass.
Show me how to be drippy.
Ortiz, what we got as your first trade?
So I actually chose the Sacramento Kings.
Oh.
Shout out the Kings, man. Light the fucking beam.
I reunited the Kentucky trio.
Thanks, Trunks.
Bam Adebayo is now a member of the Sacramento Kings. And in return, the Miami Heat have gotten Harrison Barnes, Rashard Holmes, Keegan Murray, and a first-round pick in 2023.
Okay.
Hey,
That
man.
was Tower Hero, you said. Who are they trading?
Bam.
Tower Hero is getting Bam?
Bam.
Bam.
Like
He's going to
Adebayo.
Sacramento.
Bam.
Yep. I'm lighting the beam forever.
Bam.
Bam. It's a Sacramento. Yo, he just had a great game, by the
Yeah,
way.
he did have
He
a
did.
phenomenal game.
He's kind of been hooping this season.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, he's been
Um,
playing well.
Okay.
I wonder what you guys think about it.
So
Yep.
repeat who's getting sent
Just say it again.
to
Harrison
Sacramento.
Barnes, Rashawn Holmes,
Holmes.
Keegan Murray, and a 2023 first-round pick
Yep.
for Bam Adebayo.
Okay.
I love it for
That'd
the
be
Kings.
fucking sick if the Kings made that happen.
They're
I
gonna
don't
make
see
it
the
happen.
Heat
But I think there's
doing
a
that.
negative 0%
Nah.
chance that the Heat would ever think
So
about
then,
doing
if the
something like
Kings do this trade, who the hell are their wings?
Me.
that. Bam. Bam plays small
Hazy out
forward.
and how is
I
spacing.
don't. Yeah, I don't
No,
mean to violate.
How is
no, it's fine. I
spacing?
genuinely, I made these trades when I couldn't think of a fucking trade to make.
How is Bam and Sabonis gonna work?
Oh, pick and roll is going to be deadly.
Wow.
To be fair, I could see them working possibly, but I don't
Yo.
think the spacing works for De'Aaron Fox. That's the only thing. I just don't think that works. I could see them
I love it.
working. I mean,
I love it. Light the beam forever.
That's my words on the trade.
Isn't it a place of worship?
Yeah.
Yes.
Google Maps is
Yeah.
the place to worship. No, I mean the beam would be lit forever.
They'd be legit, I think,
That's
in a
what I'm
way,
saying, man.
kind of. But
The Heat are just tanking. So
Are they though?
Yup. In my world, they are.
okay, but their world in this world, I don't
Yeah.
think they are. If I'm
I
being
just-
completely honest.
I don't know, man.
Honestly, I don't even know how to react to that.
Yeah, I
trade.
don't-
It's cool that you put together something like that was surprising and stuff, but like
So
safe to say, if it fucking happens,
Imagine it happens.
that'd be insane.
Mhm.
You'd be a prophet and you'd look like LeBron James. But yeah, no, I'm gonna say
So that was your-
probably not gonna
All
happen.
right, man.
so that was
We'll
your
see.
your bottom.
No.
So the
Hey, yo.
your Kings.
The Kings, man.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Uh-huh.
But while we're on the topic of the Heat, I just want to get my second one out there because it is
All right,
Miami.
get
It-
that
it-
shit
Fair
out
enough.
there,
Good
brother.
transition, dude.
it is a Miami Heat,
Get that shit out there, bro.
right? And they're giving up
Why'd you say right?
Right?
Like I know.
No, yeah, it
Oh,
is
no,
the
you're
Miami
traded.
Heat, 100%.
Miami.
Nikola Jovic,
Mm,
Cool.
Duncan Robinson,
Big ass contract.
maybe throw in a second
okay.
Maybe.
for Bojan Bogdanovic. Fill in that 4 spot.
Okay.
Some shooting, a little bit of D.
Jovic,
Duncan
Duncan, 2nd round pick for Bojan.
for Bojan.
I think there's going to be better offers on the table for What the fuck?
Got to take this, boys.
Wait a minute. Show the camera this.
For those of you
The New York Jets are calling
who
me.
do not see this, the New York Jets.
I'm getting drafted.
Put him on speaker.
Hello? Hello? I can't hear you, bro. Am I getting? I was about to ask if I was getting drafted.
Joe Douglas.
It wasn't.
So,
it was
really
Bob.
just called.
I
Dave.
love it for the Heat.
Yeah, I
Love
agree.
it for the Heat. Bojan would help any team. Bojan would never hurt a team because he's just
He just fits everywhere.
so talented.
He
That
just
guy.
fits
He's like
everywhere.
LeBron.
He almost is like LeBron in a way.
He's like if
But
you could take the worst version of LeBron and add shooting, that's Bojan, I guess.
but in
Jesus Christ.
in
this-
terms of the
this-
Pistons, I agree with Matt. I think the Pistons could get a better return for Bojan, like John Collins.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah, I mean,
Nah, I love it for the Heat. Solves a lot of problems for the Heat. Get off Duncan's contract.
get
Dropped
another
him.
shooter
Yeah.
to fit next to Bam and Jimmy. I mean,
Get anyone to play the 4 that's not
that's not
Cody
Cody
Martin.
Martin. I mean,
Is
kinda
it
crazy that
Cody
he's-
Martin?
no, I think it might be Caleb.
Caleb Martin.
think it
Isn't
might
he
be
like
Caleb?
a 2 naturally?
Nah, he's more of a 3 in today's NBA because his jumper is like on and off. But
Okay.
I mean, most 3s just play the 4
He's
now.
a, yeah, he's a
anyway.
wing.
He's a wing. Yeah, I mean,
Undersized.
2 through 4 is essentially for the most part just wings. But I mean, I don't hate the trade. It makes sense for the Heat a lot. I just don't think. I think the Pistons can get a lot more for Bojan. That's the only difference there.
Yeah.
And is Jovic like? What
Him?
type of assets do we think?
Yeah,
he really-
Jovic.
like, what
Talk
type
to
of-
us about Jovic.
Yeah, Nikola Jovic.
His name is so similar to another guy who's a 2-time
Oh,
MVP.
Jesus
That is-
It's just in the cards. for him.
value. That's value because he sounds like Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
That's his value.
No, that's a good trade. Good
Yeah,
work.
I don't hate that at
Thanks.
all. It's not bad.
My second one, think you guys knew this was coming.
Your 2 teams.
Yeah, it's for my other team, not the Bulls. Not a Bulls fan no more. I'm a Mavericks fan. Big Mavericks fan.
Okay.
And the Mavs 2023 NBA championship agenda has to continue with this one trade that changes everything. The Mavericks trade JaVale McGee, Davis Bertans, Reggie Bullock, a 2025 first round pick unprotected, a 2025 second round pick, and a 2029 lottery protected first round pick
Jeez.
for Kelly Oubre and Terry Rozier. The Mavs get a secondary ball handler. It's no Jalen Brunson.
Ain't no one like
Needs to be
Jalen
stressed.
Brunson.
Yeah,
Nobody's Jalen.
there's no one like Jalen Brunson, but I think Terry Rozier is really good at
You can
basketball.
argue he's a better fit.
Throw him
than
in the
Brunson.
I was gonna say throw Terry Rozier in the starting lineup. Move Spencer Dinwiddie back to I think more of his natural role, being a sixth man,
Yep.
and then you get Kelly Oubre, who respectfully will shoot better than Reggie Bullock has. Kelly Oubre has been damn good this
He's
season.
been unbelievable.
He's
I was
been-
about to say that.
Kelly Oubre has been like I love Kelly Oubre. You guys know how I feel about Kelly Oubre, but he's been phenomenal this season. Like absolutely incredible, under the radar for sure. Because I don't know how many people are watching the
I
Hornets.
feel like every
but-
other season he has like an off year, good year, off
Yeah.
year, good year. I don't
It
know.
is. No, he is
Yeah.
up and down.
And
but
I mean, I said this going into the season. I really believe Kelly Oubre could help a contending team, a team with championship aspirations, like a Mavericks. And
Interesting.
people might be turned off by Kelly Oubre because it didn't work out for him with Golden State. I've said that before, but the Golden State system isn't for everyone.
no,
It's
it's
hard
incredibly
system.
difficult to learn.
He got off to such a slow start when he was there, and the team was just bad. That was when Curry got hurt and Draymond was in and out.
Yep.
So, but in terms of the Mavericks, I mean, you definitely lose defense losing Reggie Bullock. Like, let's not get it twisted. As bad as he's been as a shooter, he's one of
elite team defender.
he's one of the better defenders in the league. So Kelly Oubre is not no Reggie Bullock defensively, but I think he definitely helps with spacing, and he could also get a bucket on his own. You know, it's just another ball handler in a way.
Yeah. I actually really like the Terry Rozier fit next to Luka too. I think Terry Rozier is one of the more underrated players in the league as well. But
Yeah.
that comes with the territory of playing for the fucking Hornets. But yeah, I think both of them fit perfectly. It gives
Yeah, I
you
mean-
a couple extra shot creators.
Yeah, Kelly Oubre you're probably not gonna keep because he's on the last year of his deal. But as a 1-year thing to finish out the season, he definitely helps. The main thing is getting Terry Rozier locked up for 3 more years after this year.
Think it takes 2 firsts? Probably does.
Considering what they're giving up, I just wanted to make sure it was, fair. I feel like they could get it done without the 2 firsts, possibly. Depends on what the Hornets are looking for. I don't know what the markets are for. The Hornets might be
Yeah.
better off trading these guys individually.
Yes, that too.
Like a contending team may be more inclined to take Kelly Oubre by himself because of the expiring contract and just take Kelly Oubre as a rental than
Yep.
to take Terry Rozier too and pay for 4 years of him. So depends, but
One of them's unprotected.
yeah,
Okay.
the 2025.
One of the
pick
2
or
being
whatever.
unprotected. Yeah, I mean, I could see that deal getting done, honestly. And I think it makes a lot of sense for the Mavs, and the Hornets are obviously in full rebuild mode.
Yeah.
None of them are
Yeah.
expiring contracts, but you could eat those for the time being.
Yeah.
Because who the fuck are you signing and stuff like that?
Yeah, that was
So-
my thought process behind it. The Hornets aren't going to do shit with that money anyway. So.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's a really good trade. And if Luka could just get any help, that'd be
Well, yeah,
beneficial.
Hey man, the
main
Mavs
point
are
of the
back,
trade,
bro.
right?
Yeah.
Mavs are back.
Yeah, that's the main portion
Mavs
of
are a
that
7
trade.
seed, bro. They're creeping their way up.
No, we've
Higher
already
seed than the
spoken.
Blazers. No, I thought the Blazers were contenders.
They've
Oh,
been
they
injured.
are.
They've been injured. That
Look,
game last
like,
night was wild.
Yeah,
By the way,
that was
The end of
phenomenal
that game with the
basketball.
Blazers and the Nuggets was unbelievable. It was shot after shot, but going back and forth.
It was
and
just
then-
everything you want from a basketball game. Shit
Exactly.
talking, technical fouls, big time tough shots, Jokicing, Nurkicing. Just good stuff, man.
Yeah. I mean, Nurkic wasn't missing layups last night, which was cool.
Mhm.
And then obviously Jamal, who hasn't really been all that good, if we're being completely honest. Sure, his efficiency isn't terrible this season, but if you watch the games, he just doesn't look as explosive as he has in the past. Of course, right after I said he sucks, like literally, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, Jamal Murray really is ass. Then he goes ahead and hits 2 massive shots, and of course he does. But shout out Jamal Murray, man. That was
Can't
a
believe
crazy
Mike
game winner.
Malone pulled Christian Braun out of that game with 2 minutes left.
Oh my God,
It
he
makes no
was
sense.
playing
He's balling,
so
bro.
well,
Like,
so well. Yeah,
it's like,
Christian.
why do you take him out, bro? I don't
he needs to have at
understand.
least 25 minutes a game. If I'm being
Like
completely
I
honest.
know he's a rookie and you want to be slow with him, but goddamn, bro, like he's fucking helps.
No,
Like,
he's not
like-
one of those players where you have to be slow with him.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because he's so ready-made for the NBA, and to be in an NBA rotation, like he's gonna have to play 25 at least a game. Especially like him, Bruce Brown, and KCP have just been fantastic for them. Like, that's been an elite trio right there of role players. But all right, so here's my second trade.
Hold on. I'm going to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's funny that you mentioned Kelly Oubre,
I did mention him.
and you also mentioned the Golden State Warriors.
I did mention them.
Guess where I have Kelly Oubre going back to?
If I could take a guess, I'm gonna say the Golden State Warriors.
Oh, I would have guessed like
Right on the money.
Timberwolves.
Wow.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
So what we got here?
We got Kelly Oubre and a 2024 first-round pick going to the Warriors from the Charlotte Hornets.
Right.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
a good team.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
going to the Warriors.
That's going to the Warriors.
Okay.
Okay.
Because we all agree that the Wiseman situation is not working in
I agree.
100%. He's
I
been
can
awful
kinda
in the
see
G
where this
League
is
too.
going.
He's ass.
Wiseman goes to the Hornets
Okay.
Okay.
alongside with Moses Moody.
Okay.
Okay. That's
it.
okay. That's interesting. I was gonna ask why there was a first round pick being attached to Oubre in this deal, but then I heard that Moses Moody is being traded in it.
Moses
Wiseman doesn't have any fucking value essentially anymore. I feel like maybe a team would be willing to take a shot on him.
I feel
But
like the Hornets,
Moses Moody is the
because-
real asset in that trade too.
Yes.
But yes, the Hornets could definitely use big man help. I don't know why they don't play Mark Williams at all, really. But Nick Richards has been great for them this season for the most
You
part.
seen
But
Nick
Kai
Richards has been,
Jones, the
like-
Lord and Savior. Just in case if he isn't the answer.
Kai Jones has been, he's showed it.
I know he's my dynasty's Lord and Savior. So
he's flashed at
Nick
yeah,
times.
Richards has
shout
been,
out
like,
Kai Jones.
One of the best
It's
contested
corn.
layup makers in the league.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
he's like
right.
number 4,
Yeah,
something like
he's
that.
very
He's
good.
crazy athletic.
I'm
That's the
starting him,
thing.
and he's my dynasty savior, Nick Richards.
Yeah,
Starting
I
him.
mean,
The Shield said, "Hey Obi, you can't start no center." I was like, "Fuck, you're right." So I signed Nick Richards off of
You
waivers.
signed him. Nice. How much you
sign
paying
him.
him?
How much you
Uh,
pay him, bro?
How much fab?
0 fab.
Oh, nice,
Mm,
nice.
That's a steal.
Yeah, he's playing for free.
So
Sorry, Nick.
one thing I ask is, you think it works this time with Kelly Oubre in Golden State?
Yes. I feel like the way he's been playing recently, I mean, the role he's been playing on the Hornets obviously is a lot bigger of a role than he'd be playing in Golden State. I feel
Agreed.
like he would be a good off-ball defender alongside the shooting, which Golden State can't have it.
Yeah,
That they always need shooting.
Yeah, of course.
They can never have enough shooting.
He's actually shot pretty well, I believe, this
he
season
shot
from three.
incredibly well.
I think he's near 40%.
Yeah.
I
if
think
not
a
above.
lineup of him, Jordan Poole will not pull every lady in the arena,
Yes.
Okay.
but
Yes,
two,
obviously, yeah.
make a whole bunch of threes.
And Steph
And-
Curry. Steph Curry's a handsome dude too. So that trio of human beings. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Draymond's
Sexy.
pretty handsome.
Oh,
No, I love it for
Don't
the
get-
Warriors. So the Warriors are definitely going to be in the market for a wing, considering what I really don't want to talk about, but the situation with Anthony Lamb. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
what happened?
We'll talk after the show. There's
Okay.
a situation with Anthony Lamb. Don't see him playing anymore.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So
Yeah, I
the
didn't
Warriors
see it.
will definitely need some wing help. So
Did not see it. but
he's been
that-
very good for them as a basketball player.
Yeah,
but
no,
as a
he-
human being, he's not very good.
okay.
So
That says all you need to know,
Yeah.
essentially. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but
no, they definitely need the help
definitely
now.
could use wing help.
Oubre fits that because he could play the 3 and the 4 and even some 2 in some lineups. But I actually like that. I just think the only questionable part of that trade is Moses Moody available for Kelly Oubre? And yes, they are getting the first out of it too. But
Well, in this world, he is.
in this world, he is. Yeah, I mean,
I don't mind it. I think.
No,
I think it's
yeah.
fair value on both sides. I think the Hornets are getting 2 young players. It's probably hard for the Hornets to give up another first round pick, but you are getting 2 young guys. So
You're
might
getting
as well.
Moses Moody, who's a
And
wing.
at some point for the sorry. to
No,
cut
you're
you.
good. You're good.
At some point for the Hornets, you're gonna need to stop stacking up first round picks and actually put a roster around LaMelo before he starts to ask to leave. So I think that helps. You get young guys who are more obviously Wiseman's been dog shit, but he's at least more along the way than a 17-year-old in college right now. So
Yeah.
You would think so.
speeds up the process a little bit. He is.
You would think
I,
so.
I would like to think he is.
Yeah.
It's debatable sometimes, honestly.
And he'll
but
get a fair chance.
he got called back up, right?
then called back down.
Yeah.
He was talking about how he's so excited to have a big hotel and a big bed again and all that shit, and then they sent him right back
They
down.
said, nah.
I mean, he's still made bread so far in his career because he was a second overall pick. But yeah, I mean, hopefully Wiseman shows something. Like it sucks because being the second overall pick and being drafted before LaMelo Ball, kind of tough. Some expectations there, obviously, and I don't know. We'll see if Wiseman turns it all around because Trunks believed in him, and I didn't. I didn't coming into the season. So we'll see what happens with him. And Moses Moody, I love Moses Moody. I think he'd fit perfectly with the Hornets, especially next to LaMelo in their timeline right now. So it's that I like that trade a lot.
This trade made a lot more sense.
Yeah. Far more sense.
A little bit.
Any of them that you could have put together probably could have made more sense than the other one. But
definitely more sense. Good sense.
But
good sense.
Yeah. So all right, here's my second one, and this was obviously for my below the 6th seed, and it involves the Washington Wizards being the main part in this trade, and they are giving up Kyle Kuzma. And Kyle Kuzma's been amazing this season, nothing short of really fucking good. And his three-point shot has not come around. He's been shooting 30% from three this year, but in terms of isolation, efficiency, and stuff like that, he's been absolutely unbelievable. Not to mention, obviously, maybe he doesn't fit perfectly with the Suns, but they get a third shot creator there, especially because Chris Paul hasn't exactly been healthy this season. So you could use whatever you can get. He's an elite defensive rebounder, one of the better rebounders for his size in the league, 6'8", 6'9". And then obviously, I mean, defensively, he's kind of underrated on that side of the ball. He's been a good weak side and off ball defender, and I think he fits in well with the Suns. So I think he's been good on corner threes for the most part this season, and that's a look that he'll get plenty of, especially in Phoenix with Devin Booker and Chris Paul. So as for
the last 20-point scorer that Devin Booker played with was Eric Bledsoe.
Dark horse MVP.
Jesus, that's actually a crazy stat. DeAndre Ayton, by the way, has not been everything I've wanted him to be this season. He's been solid. He's been solid. It's just, I don't know. Is the trade coming for him? That's the big question there. Okay, so I made this a 3-teamer, by the way. And obviously I sent Kyle Kuzma to the Phoenix Suns. And then the third part of this trade is Jay Crowder, who's been getting pushed out the door. Well, he wants to be pushed out the door by Phoenix, essentially. So
push me out the door.
I have him.
I saw that.
I have him going. I have Jay Crowder going to the Bucks, and obviously it makes perfect sense. Jay Crowder is a very good 3-point shooter in the corners. The Bucks generate a shit ton of corner 3-point looks. Giannis, his gravity by itself will get Jay Crowder a bunch of open looks. He's a very hard-nosed defender. He's essentially their PJ Tucker replacement that they've been looking for, kinda, and I think it just works out for all parties involved. So the Wizards receive Dario Saric, Jordan Nwora, a 2023 first-round pick that is top 10 protected, and 2 2023 second-round picks from the Bucks. The Suns send the 2023 first, and the Bucks send the 2 second-round picks. Suns get Kuzma, and another part of this trade is Joe Ingles. That helps the money work, and if Joe Ingles comes back somewhat healthy, you add a wing to your rotation, which you kind of desperately need at the moment for Phoenix. So Kyle Kuzma and Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles at his best, good secondary ball handler, great 3-point shooter, solid defender. So fits perfectly for the Suns. And then obviously the Bucks get Jay Crowder. So there's the 3-team.
Nice.
All I gotta say is don't you guys hate working weekends?
Yeah.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't never.
Oh, oh my God.
It's okay.
But
Sorry,
yeah, so
Gallo.
that's my
Sorry,
second
gotta
trade.
work this weekend, Gallo. My bad.
Shout out JG, the Prince of SI.
Fucking Christ. Okay. Who did anyone not say their second trade?
Oh, we all said our second.
We all said our second
yeah.
trade? Cool. Fantastic. So let us know what you guys think about each of our trades. If you think one stood out especially more than the others, I think one definitely stood out more than the others. Not naming names or naming trades.
Thank you.
But yeah,
Light the beam.
Let us know what you guys think about our trades. And as Chris said before, remember, we are not NBA GMs.
Most definitely not.
Definitely not NBA GMs.
I actually just got fired.
Just got fired from the Heat's GM job. So, but yeah,
he just blackballed me from ever entering the arena.
Oh yeah, that was our first big time NBA segment for the day. Our second one, it is now just about the quarter season. That was a
bless
loud
you.
sneeze. God bless. So we decided to come up with our quarter season NBA awards. And we did MVP, we did Defensive Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Most Improved, and Sixth Man of the Year. All the important ones. So we don't want to start with MVP, do we? We don't want to give it away immediately.
I mean, I feel like it's currently.
Do we start? We start with MVP. Okay.
Might as well get it out of the
All
way.
right,
It's
fair enough.
One consensus guy.
It should be.
Ortiz, who you got, buddy?
I have some guy named Jason. His last name is Tatum.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think all of us are gonna have it.
Speak for all of us. I mean, he's on the best team in basketball at the moment. He's averaging 32, 8, and almost 5.
Yep.
He's shooting amazing from the fields.
I think it's 48, 36.
The fields. All the fields.
All
man.
the Justins.
Okay.
All the Justins.
Listen.
Yeah, I think he's shooting 48, 36, and 86. If the last
47, 37, and 86 on free throw.
Wow. I was 1% off for two of those. But yeah, no, you could probably speak for all of us in terms of talking about Jason Tatum.
That's really it. I mean,
the biggest thing for Tatum for me personally has been his finishing jumps.
Yes, and I mentioned that as well. It's been the most efficient season of his career. At
Last
the rim
year, his adjusted field goal percentage at the rim was 68. This year, he has it up to 73.
Oh, somewhere.
And in terms of just efficiency, his effective field goal percentage is up from 52% last year to 56, and his true shooting's up from 57% to 62. So he's just gotten more efficient. I mean, if you watch the games, it's just like an eye test thing. He's getting to the basket at will, and he's getting higher quality. He's figured out how to use his body to get himself higher quality looks at the rim, rather than just going in there and throwing whatever up. He's taking his time with it and using his body, and that's been the separator.
He's got a thin frame, but he's incredibly strong. Like, the way he plays is incredibly strong. Dean, just to make sure, you also had the consensus here, correct?
Jason Tatum for MVP? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
I figured.
I mean, he's the best player and the best team in the league, averaging 32 and 8. Like, he's making the biggest impact right now.
Yeah, it's not even – I mean, it is definitely close. I think the other guy that a lot of us would have put second in this case is Luka Doncic. Obviously deserves his credit where it's due. He's carrying a team to an above 500 record and the 7th seed in the West currently. And that was literally the only determining factor. I was this close to making Luka my MVP.
If Luka was a top, I would say 5 seed right now, he would have my MVP.
Yes, and I agree. I feel like anytime you're below like a 6 seed in terms of the MVP race, you have to be having like a season that's so clearly better than anyone else and what they're putting out right now. And Luka is obviously, you could argue he's the best player in the world right now. It's just straight up. He's been that fucking good. But JT's been having an amazing season too. I mean, you don't average near 32 points per game and not deserve MVP consideration, or at least be the favorite when your team is the best team in the league. And in case you guys didn't know, they currently are on pace for the greatest offensive rating in all of NBA history.
By like a lot.
By over 2 points. Yeah. So it's kind of crazy. They're the best 3-point shooting team in the league, which is no surprise when you're that good of an offense. Almost everyone on their team is shooting nearly 40, if not above 40% from three.
Zesty, right?
So,
very.
I mean, yeah, they're Jason Tatum, and I said this in my notes. I put he's the best all-around player in the entire league. In terms of every category, being really good at everything. He's the best all-around basketball player in the NBA at this current moment. So,
can't argue that.
Best team, best player, top 5 probably in the league, top 6 or 7 probably in the NBA.
Was it Charles Barkley that called him something?
Jason Taylor.
Jason Taylor.
Jesus Christ, bro.
What up, Jason Taylor?
Statmuse tweeted about it, and then I responded like, "Wow, this dude went from a defensive end to a future NBA MVP. What a career!"
Jason Taylor.
Yo, Chuck never gets anyone's name right, by the way.
Yo,
he botched
the best guy in
the
the MVP front runner, you got to get his name right.
They're
you would
comedy,
think,
bro.
They are hilarious.
Jason Taylor.
So funny, bro. Chuck is hilarious. Shaq
going
going through the Christmas
That
tree,
was
bro.
hilarious, bro.
Bro, Kenny bodied him.
Yeah.
Kenny bodied him, bro.
Well,
That
but
was
then
crazy. 8 years
after
later.
that, Shaq like willingly just jumped in the tree.
Yeah.
Ernie said, "You won't jump in the tree right now," and Shaq got up and just jumped
Shaq was
into the tree.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
barbecue
chicken.
Nah, Shaq's hilarious. They're all so funny, and Ernie just ties it together
Sharks
so
goes
perfectly.
Shea Gilchrist Alexander.
You say Gilchrist Alexander. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty out. Shea will be mentioned probably in a bit if we're being completely honest. But yeah,
Be
Jason
honest.
Tatum, definitely MVP. That's a consensus, no question about it. Boston Celtics, 2023 NBA champions. Book it. No, I'm playing. It's probably the Bucks, but all right. Defensive Player of the Year. This is an interesting one because we might be a little different at the panel, if I'm being completely honest. This is, by the way, who we think
agree,
is going to win it. Not just like this is who we would pick at this current moment. Not
This
who we
is-
think
this is
will win it.
Depoy?
Yes,
Yeah.
not who
Depoy.
we think will win it. Who we would personally vote for if we had a vote.
So
Okay.
I'll go first. It's definitely not a no-brainer. There's a lot of great defenders out there in this universe, but I think Marcus Smart last year opened
The Gates.
for perimeter players to win the award, and OG Anunoby has been special this year, man.
Real special.
He has the 5th toughest matchup difficulty in the entire NBA this season, according to B-Ball Index. So that means he's guarding the best players. And if you watch the games, he is guarding the best players.
Yup.
And when guarding players in isolation, he has held players to shooting 24% and 0.71 points per possession, and he has forced a turnover 16% of the time.
That's insane.
So to me, he is far and away the best perimeter defender in the NBA. And I think he's a defensive player of the
absolutely
year.
correct. I mean, there's
I know,
no
like,
argument
there are
against it.
guys who are going to be mentioned now who are very good rim protectors and very good weak side defenders. But give me the guy who's going out there and taking on the superstars one-on-one.
No, I agree.
That's my argument.
I mean, the
for
defense
OG.
has always been there, not to this level with OG, but overall, he's having a fantastic season,
Yeah.
especially offensively, too. I mean, you could argue that he's, aside from Pascal, he's the second best player on the Raptors. I mean, so, yeah, for sure. I mean, OG's a great pick. Aside from that, though, my defensive player of the year was Brook Lopez, and that's been my consistent defensive player of the year for the entire season. So I'm going to stick with that. I mean, he's been absolutely unbelievable. The Bucks are currently the second best defensive team in the league, according to defensive rating, and the third best team in the league in terms of opponents' points per game. So their entire defensive profile has just changed completely this season. And a lot of that has to be credited to Mike Budenholzer. They give up fewer threes. They don't give up a bunch of shots at the rim. And when they do give up shots at the rim, Brook Lopez is right there. Or it's Giannis, arguably two of the top 2 rim protectors in the league, you can even argue. So Brook Lopez has been incredible. He's probably the best post defender in the entire league in terms of guarding big men. He gives a bunch of those guys fits. I believe he was in the top 7% for a number of defensive statistics at the rim, like shot contests, effective defensive field goal percentage at the rim versus expected. Obviously, he's been the anchor for that defense. They're, I believe, 9 points better on the defensive end when he's out on the floor. And in terms of defensive rating, and of course, I mean, not even to mention his offensive game, because obviously we're talking about defensive player of the year, but the man's shooting fucking 40% from 3 as a big man, as a 7-footer. And
That's pretty good defense.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't even want to mention that.
Lockdown.
But yeah, shout out Brook Lopez, bro. Like, you've been amazing this season.
Guess who's going to
And
tonight?
It's a bounce back year for you nonetheless, especially after dealing with injuries last year. So best rim protector in the NBA at this current moment, Brook Lopez.
So I was torn between him and his teammate, but I ultimately went with Giannis, just because of the perimeter defense that he brings to the table. That obviously Brook is just not capable of producing, and the help defense that Giannis plays. I did mention in my little notes that they have the second best defensive rating that you had mentioned earlier. So they have the two best defenders down low at the moment, the best rim protectors. So I just went with Giannis because of his history and
You could have went with either, yeah.
and athleticism.
Can I argue you real quick?
Argue.
Could I throw?
Yeah.
Feel like it's been no question, in my opinion. This is just my opinion, not the facts. Just my opinion. feel like to me, it's been no question that Anthony Davis has been more impactful defensively than Giannis Saputo.
I also agree with that.
I haven't watched.
My defensive player of
Lakers
the
as
year
much.
is agreeing with that statement.
Yep.
It's not Anthony Davis.
Oh,
No,
what?
but I mean, a better rim protector than Giannis. I have Evan Mobley as my defensive player of the year.
I'm so
that's
happy
a
you
good
fucking said
pick.
that.
That's good stuff, Ortiz. Tell us why. Tell us everything. I'm so intrigued.
Everything.
Yeah.
So happy he said that.
Well, as Sully said, the Bucks have the second best defense in the league.
Who has first, Ortiz?
The Cleveland Cavaliers. Obviously, Jared Allen plays a big role in that. But the thing is with Evan Mobley, he's athletic enough to guard the perimeter. He could guard 1 through 5 depending on. He can guard the perimeter.
I'm gonna be honest. He does it better than Giannis too.
Exactly.
Needs to be
He's a
said.
really good perimeter defender.
Needs to
He
be said.
actually hold on. Let me learn how to read. He leads the NBA in defensive rating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. I saw that. Yep.
Averaging a block and a steal. He's second in the league in blocks, I think, behind Brook Lopez.
Yep.
And I just have Evan Mobley over Brook simply because of, as Chris said, the perimeter defensive aspect of his game.
Where's Miles Turner at in that blocks per game? I think he might be third behind the both of them, but I'm so happy you mentioned him because
Mobs has been incredible.
I
bro.
was this close. I was hoping you mentioned Evan Mobley, but I didn't expect that and didn't see that coming. So I was actually going to right after that say that an honorable mention was going to be
He
Evan
was
Mobley.
second for me. I had OG, Mobley, Anthony Davis, and Brook Lopez as my.
Any of those four would have
Yeah.
been correct.
Evan Mobley. What moved Evan Mobley above AD and Brook Lopez for me personally was that the Cavs defense got better with Jared Allen out for
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
that just goes to show how elite. And Evan Mobley was my preseason deep boy.
Yep.
So
Donovan
Unfortunately,
Mitchell's
mine
actually been
hasn't
playing
even
really
played.
good defense for the Cavs too.
Yeah.
He's really turned it up.
yeah, it's just an effort thing for him.
No,
Yep.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah,
But
no,
being 6'4",
Evan Mobley has
yeah.
been incredible, bro. Like,
Mobs is unbelievable, and in I think in a very soon amount of time, Jesus fucking Christ. In a couple years, I think we're going to be saying that Evan Mobley is the best player on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Maybe not right now, but he arguably is the most impactful player on the Cleveland Cavaliers at this current moment.
Who wants
Darius
That
to win?
needs
Garland
to be
becomes a
said.
99
Who
in
wants to win
simulation.
dynasty?
What happened?
I'll take him.
You'll take him.
So,
Give me one of your
Evan
firsts.
Mobley,
I'll
man,
give you
I'm
Scotty Barnes and a 2024 first.
All the first.
2024 and 2025. You
Yo.
can't have 2023.
Negotiations.
Yo, I'll give you some picks for
Who
him.
wants Kenny Galladay in the
3
offseason?
firsts, at least is a starting point.
3 first is the starting point.
Starting point.
Well, I
Start. You said that so seductively.
All right, so
That's
the
But
starting
next-
Ortiz, what a fucking pick. I'm
Yeah, I
very
like
happy you
that.
picked him, and we
Thanks,
gave Evan Mobley
guys.
credit for that.
Thanks,
OG,
guys.
great pick. Giannis, not a great pick, but it's okay. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. But
we here.
I'm playing.
So the next award, I'll
Flip
do
you, dog.
6 man of the year.
Six
yeah,
man's cool.
yeah, we could talk
Six
about
man.
6 man.
So I kind of moved my shit around a little bit, but my 6 man of the year is Benedict Mathurin. And Ben Mathurin needs to win an award. There's 2 awards he's in the running for. He needs to have won one of them. It would be criminal if the season ended today and he didn't win one of the awards. So he's my 6 man of the year. He's averaging 18.1 points per game. His efficiency, it is what it is. He's shooting 40% from the field, 37 from 3. But he
Bless you.
Bless
He's been relied upon a
leads
lot.
the NBA in total points off the bench by almost 100 points. He has 439 points off the bench this season, and the next highest is Christian Wood with 351. So, and the thing about Benedict Mathurin is he just simply has that dog in him.
He said he's better than LeBron.
And he went out and beat LeBron, and he went at LeBron every single time in that game. So
Yeah, no, he fears nobody.
yeah, he
That-
just got that dog in him. He's been great. He's definitely slowed down after the hot start. His efficiency went down, but
It's expected as a rookie.
he's just gonna be such a phenomenal player. And he's just, to me, he's had the most impact of anyone off the bench this year. He's single-handedly been the reason why the Pacers have won some games this year. So
Yeah, for sure.
it's
Benedict
hard.
Mathurin definitely deserves one of the 2 awards. But my 6 man of the year, I picked Bobby Portis. And I have 2 Bucks winning awards. So that team is just incredible. And of course, Bobby Portis, he's averaging a double-double off the bench, which by itself is a crazy stat. I think he's averaging 13.6 and about 10.6 per game. And if it's not that exactly, it's something close. I believe he's shooting 48% from the field. Unfortunately, his three-point shot hasn't exactly been going in this season. He's only shooting 32%. But as history tells it, the last couple of years, he's going to start making his threes, and his points will only go up from there. He's currently, what was it, 6th, 7th in the league in double-doubles. Actually, no, I lied. He's 5th in double-doubles in the NBA with 14, which is tied with Clint Capella. Off the bench. Did I mention 6th man of the year? Off the bench. 5th most in the league in double-doubles. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of wild. Bobby Portis has been unbelievable for them. He improves their offensive rating by 2 points. So 5. But yeah, no, it's kind of crazy. He's been
6.
fantastic this season. And Bobby Portis is more than anything else, he's the heart and soul of the Bucks. Outside of obviously Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's everything that the fans love. So that's my 6th man of the year.
Crazy eyes.
So
Indeed.
for 6th man of
Punch
the
Nico
year,
Mirotic.
I feel like
That was a good time.
That was a crazy time for sure.
I feel like I have a boring answer. I have an answer that I want to change. That I look. I feel like I just have to watch more basketball to really change if I wanted to. But I have Jordan Poole.
Boo.
I know. So Jordan Poole is exactly what you'd look for in a 6th man. He comes off the bench, spark plug, shoots,
You would hope he comes off the bench.
Shut the fuck up. takes attention off of Curry.
He starts.
Because when they're both on the floor, you have to worry about the both of them. He demands a lot of attention. He could shoot. He play makes.
He demands a lot of attention from females too.
Yeah, exactly.
All the baddies sitting
All the
courtside.
baddies sitting courtside. He turned into Game 6, 2016 Curry, right? Was that the meme?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Or
Something like that.
Game 6 Clay, whatever the fuck it is.
Something like that.
so yeah, I have Jordan Poole.
Nice.
I feel like Jordan Poole is mid.
I agree with
his
that
average-
statement.
His averages only look good to you because of the games he started when they've rested the whole entire team.
Dean, remember you hated Jordan Poole?
You know, it's actually funny.
He's more valuable than Draymond.
I wanted to give a shout out to a guy that would be probably winning this award if he didn't have to start so many games because Damian Lillard's been out. Anthony Simons has been fucking insane this season. Like, that man would be winning the 6th man of the year if it wasn't for the fact that he had to start so many games this season so far. So
He probably stays in the lineup, no?
No.
you got to keep him off the bench. It just makes too much sense for them. But continue, Ortiz.
I actually have Malcolm Brogdon winning this award. I mean, Chris and I, we talked about it before. He's shooting lights out from the field. He's shooting 50-50 from the field and from 3.
So crazy.
Which is just insane. Just the combo guard that he is an excellent compliment to Marcus Smart. And it's very nice how you could run your starting point guard and your 6th man at the floor in crunch time if needed.
Yeah.
Because he is 6'4". It's big enough
I think
to play.
he's even taller than that. Yeah, I think he's 6'5".
Yeah, I'll give him
something like that.
6'5".
We'll give him
Okay,
6'5".
6'5".
And he's built. Like, he can guard the bigger wings in the league.
Mhm.
So
I think just the compliment that he brings to the Celtics. I mean, we said this before. It was a great signing when he went there. And
indeed.
I think that is my 6th man of the year.
Yeah, no, he's been incredible, man.
And defensively, he's great too.
Exactly.
I mean,
He's-
there's really not much of a weakness to Malcolm Brogdon's game. He's like kind of that jack of all trades, maybe not a master of none, but he's obviously catching and shooting the shit out the ball. So, I mean, Malcolm Brogdon, obviously, when he was with the Bucks, 50, 40, 90. So the dude can obviously shoot the shit out the ball, especially off ball. Complements the 2 J's extremely well. Great pick, Ortiz.
Thank you.
So,
There you go.
most improved. Chris, who we got?
I got a guy
Nice.
I would assume he is a male.
Kyle?
who goes by the name of
I love this.
Bol.
It really only has one name, but it's twice.
So Bol last season averaged 2.4 points per game. He played 5.8 minutes per game, and he played in 14 games.
Jesus.
This
Classic
season, Bol is averaging 12.8 points per game, 7.5 rebounds. He's playing 27 minutes per game.
That's wild.
Oh yeah, he's also averaging 1.8 blocks.
Classic.
Played in 26 games this year and started 21 of them, and he's just so good at the sport.
Yeah, he's rather good.
He's a rim protector. He could dunk, he could set screens and roll, but then also he could grab a rebound and go coast to coast and boom on Reggie Jackson. I don't know if you guys seen that the other day.
I did.
Bro, he was like 3 inches above the rim. Like, that was some nasty shit. And like, if you want to talk about a guy who has improved, like this guy we were talking about, he might be out of the league because he just wasn't doing shit.
Yeah.
And then he comes out this year and he's a valuable starter. Granted, the Magic are not that good at basketball, but
he's giving
the
them
games they've
minutes.
won, he's been a huge part of them. So
yes,
I think in terms of improving as a player, I think it's no doubt Bobo, honestly.
and something needs to be said for his efficiency too. He's been incredibly efficient this year.
Yeah, he's shooting 60% from the field. He's shooting 40% from 3 on 2 attempts a game.
He also never really got this opportunity with anybody else, though. You know, like with the Nuggets, he was hurt. With the Bulls G League team, he was hurt. He really didn't.
The biggest thing with him though was he did get opportunities, but he got very limited opportunities. He had a short leash,
right?
That's what I'm saying. His limited opportunities, I mean, in a way, you never get the chance to really get a rhythm, and he was kind of poor. He wasn't very good in any aspect of the game. He looked lost sometimes on the court, and I mean, now it's like he looks fantastic, and he's doing exactly what you expected him to do out of college, coming out of Oregon. Like
happy bull. That's what he is.
Yeah. We're happy to see that man hooping, honestly. So, yeah, my six man. I already said that. My most improved, as Chris mentioned before the show today, last year Ja kind of fucked this entire award, and I had to give it to Shea because he's just been insane this year. Some of the numbers and some of the stats, he's shooting 50% from the field currently. His efficiency recently is absolutely cratered. I'm not going to lie. He was shooting like 57, 58% prior to his recent stretch where he's been shooting like consistently like near 8 for 21 or something like that. But his 3-point shot isn't falling anymore, shooting 32% from 3, but he's shooting like 92% from the free throw line currently. He's averaging 6 assists and nearly 5 rebounds to go along with the fact that he's averaging right near 31 points per game. He is currently 4th in the NBA in points in the paint, and he's only behind big men, which is an incredible stat. He has become the best mid-range shooter in the entire league. And no. Whoa.
The best mid-range shooter in the league? The Swim Reaper.
Percentages back up, Shea.
I don't care about percentages.
I don't know, man. Shea is getting into those
the degree of difficulty on Kevin Durant's shots. Stop it.
I mean, no. The degree of difficulty, if we're talking about
who's the best mid-range shooter in the league, it's been Kevin Durant for the past fucking 15 years. Let's not get carried away here.
I don't know, man.
Shea's been really good, but he's not the best mid-range shooter in the league. Come on,
man. I don't know, man. You shoot that well on mid-range jumpers, and I mean, a statement's got to be made.
He's the most efficient mid-range shooter in the NBA this season.
Yes,
I like that.
Yeah,
yes,
but he's not the best in the league.
That's a better way to put it. Yeah. Obviously that stands for something by itself. He's making incredibly contested shots most of the time with a team around him that has been piss poor. He improves their rating by about 6 points, and that's especially true on the offensive end as he improves their offensive rating by about 11 points. And not to mention he's an extremely good playmaker. And of course, I mean, he averaged 31, that by itself, up from right around 23 last season. If you didn't see the Shea breakout coming, you were kind of blind. So he's a baller.
That's why I didn't pick him, because of that last statement you just said. If you didn't see the Shea breakout coming, you're kind of blind. Like, he definitely improved on last season, but it's just like, we knew he was going to improve.
I agree. I wanted to give credit to other guys, but it was just...
He's improved so much. He's definitely like jumped into the superstar.
Added 7 points a game. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
But Bulls added 10, more than 10. I mean, and he's getting consistent minutes. I agree. I definitely like your pick. It's just
there's no
for Shea to keep a team that bad.
competitive.
a
Very
competitive
competitive.
state, that's
Yeah.
got to be said.
Sure.
So
It sucks that I keep going third because it seems like I'm repeating answers, but I also pick Shea. You touched on everything, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
no, literally,
I also picked Shea for this award, and I've had explanations under each player. And under Shea, I have it's kind of self-explanatory.
Yep.
So that was my explanation for that. So I'm
mean-
happy. Everyone else except for Chris, which is a great pick by the way.
Thanks.
No,
Mr.
I-
Happy Bowl.
It's just it goes to show the difference in logic for some people for the most improved player. I mean,
It's a hard award.
it is
to-
a very difficult award because kind of the credentials, like you said, have just been fucked a little bit.
Yeah.
Most of the
And-
awards in the NBA are flawed.
Yes, for sure. I mean, but that it is what it is. It comes with the territory in a
Mhm.
way.
It's not always
Um,
objective.
No, but Shea has just been that unbelievable, and I feel like he needs to be awarded in some sort of way. And obviously, he's probably top 10 in the MVP conversation right now too. So, yeah, Shea's been hooping, and he definitely deserves a Most Improved Player award. So, Ortiz, how about you lead us off with your Rookie of the Year?
Well, another one that isn't as obvious as it should be. I have Paulo Banchero though.
I think it's
I-
pretty clear.
I
I
mean,
think it's been pretty clear this season.
I changed my mind this morning when you guys talked to me. You're right. It has been very clear this season.
It's been so
We all-
incredibly painfully
We all have
obvious.
Do you Powell as well?
I do.
yeah. I mean,
It's going to be a consensus.
Yeah,
across
yeah.
the-
I mean,
across the
Chris,
board.
when you look at the stats, I mean, remember when he was drafted, we were always talking about him. He's been by far the most NBA ready player out of this draft.
Oh, yeah,
Obviously,
for sure.
obviously, the 3-point shot has not correlated yet. He's
No.
shooting very bad from three,
I
but
believe 24. Yeah, 24.
but once again, rookie, he's still getting his legs under him, and he's averaging what he's averaging now.
Yeah, I mean the jumper looks good too.
The jumper, yeah,
The jumper looks good.
he had a
the three
bad
ball
last.
will
he had-
eventually
he had
fall.
a bad last game. He shot very poorly from the field, but they can't hold him, so they fouled him 15 times.
He's huge. He like in terms of being built to step into the NBA and have success. He's 6'10", 250. Like he's in a way kind of similarly built to LeBron James. As a rookie, I mean, to be 6'10", 250 and to be able to handle the physicality of the league. And honestly,
Give it back.
it's crazy because he's giving it more than he's taking it.
Uh huh.
So,
Whoa.
yeah.
He's a giver, not a receiver.
Yeah. He likes to give. He doesn't like to receive.
My boy's at
Um,
top.
But yeah, I mean, you want to talk about shooting 45% on difficult looks. I mean, he's the main shot creator on a basketball team in his rookie season, on an NBA team in his rookie season. I mean, shooting 45%, averaging, what was it, 22 points per game.
Yeah,
I mean,
21.4.
he's a great
to be exact.
rebounder too. I mean, and more so than anything else, something that needs to be mentioned for Paulo, he's come into the league with extremely good passing abilities. And maybe the stats don't back it up, but that's also because his teammates haven't exactly been great. But he's come into the league and his passing has looked incredibly well. And obviously we saw this at Duke a little bit, but he's shown it even more so this season. And he's been a very good pick and roll ball handler as well. So things need to be said for Paulo. He's unbelievable and he's only going to get better. That's the terrifying part. We could be talking about a top 5 player in the NBA at some point. I really do think his ceiling is that high.
Yeah, the biggest thing first of all, Paolo's full name is Paolo Napoleon James Banchero, which I thought was interesting.
That is
That is
fire.
pretty.
He's a
interesting.
talent.
But he is top 10 in free throw
He's a
attempts
talent.
this season
Exactly,
with
lends to the physicality.
166. He's getting a superstar's whistle as a rookie,
Yep.
which is crazy to see, honestly, because no rookies get a whistle like that.
Nope.
In terms of finishing around the rim, like you said, he's been incredible. His field goal percentage at the rim is 65%. His playmaking has been very good.
There it is. Yeah, eye test backs that.
His
Yep.
Potential assists per 100 passes is at 17, so that's really good.
Which is in the 70th percentile, close
Which is
to it.
wild.
Very
Got a
good.
B grade for that.
It's wild
Yeah.
for a rookie of 6'10".
You know, Paolo's been
Exactly.
very good.
Like I said, he in a way, as much as I hate to put this type of expectation, I don't think he's going to be LeBron James, but he has the body type and
He's not
and
gonna,
stuff like that.
And the
No,
dog.
he's not.
he's just going to be power.
He don't
man.
got the dog in him
No,
like
he don't. He just.
Ben Matter.
Yeah, I guess
It's just
Yo,
he
let's not
deserves that
forget
shot.
about what happened to him in the Final Four.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was just a little college lad. It's fine.
I don't know. That's just all I have to be excited about as a UNC fan.
Yeah, I was about to
he was
say
a
you
wee
guys
lad.
aren't exactly extremely good at the current moment.
We're turning the season around
mean,
on Saturday.
Look at us in the men's league playoffs. You gonna judge me off that?
Yes.
Dean, you've been hooping lately.
My boy Dean, bro.
Dean's been hooping.
I fucking ruined the perfect game for you by
What?
missing all my layups. We should have won.
Oh no, it's fine, bro.
No, it's
shit,
not.
shit was happening all game.
Yo,
Wait,
I cried.
Dean, why was it the perfect game? Sorry to interrupt
You
you.
were shooting lights out.
I hit
No,
I
he
hit my
played
first
extremely
two
well.
threes that I took. I didn't get the ball after that.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of that has to be attributed to his teammates, me especially. I didn't do a good job of getting you the ball.
It was
there either.
everybody. I wasn't really in the best positions on the court anyway. Yeah.
Sounds
mean,
like y'all need a coach.
We honestly played extremely well against the team that was so much larger
it
than
really
us, too.
wasn't even much we could do other
I
than
just missed
hit our
fucking,
layups.
Yo, I missed 6 wide open, like, but bro.
There was one that was
where-
really bad.
I've honest to
one
God,
where I-
never seen Chris
Yo,
miss
I
that
don't know
many
what was
layups.
wrong with me. I threw Sammy this ball in the high post. I fucking V cut out and then cut back door. Butt ass, beautiful. He dropped the bounce pass to me. Beautiful play. I had the butt ass naked layup. I fucking shorted it off the fucking
Kid
like wedge.
Chris,
Yo,
bro.
I missed like 6 butt ass naked floaters, mid range layup. I didn't score.
Like shots that he always makes.
I didn't fucking score, bro.
Yeah, it
Jesus
was
Christ.
bad.
It was really fucking
But
poor.
all of us in general, like
Shot
we
like
didn't,
0 for 8.
we
bro.
didn't play extremely well. I mean, the
How
defense
was,
could have been better.
How was Sam been playing?
Sam
Sam wasn't
there.
there.
Nice.
Sam hasn't been there.
Nice.
I played fucking 35
which speaks
minutes.
to why we're good defensively, Sam.
Yeah, no,
Um,
Sam's really bad at defense.
Yeah, he thinks he's good at it, by the way.
I was telling him yesterday, I was like, yo, you're horrible at what you do on defense.
They were also
yeah.
calling some soft ass fouls, and I wasn't getting a call. I didn't get a call.
None of
bro.
us did,
Yeah,
by the way.
that's right,
None of us.
first
Sammy
season.
gets officiated like shit. Which
Bro,
needs
I
to
get
be.
shoved to the ground.
Yo, there was
and I
that
don't
one
get
play
anything 'cause I'm
where
short.
like I know they are the realtors, but the realtor number 5, he had that fast break, and I fucking blocked this shit back into his face, and I yelled out,
Called the
"Give me that
fucking
shit!"
foul,
And they
bro.
called a foul, and I was so angry, bro. Blocked this guy so clean right back into his fucking face, and they called foul on me.
Fucking
I was very
bullshit.
sad.
That dude is huge, by the way.
Yeah, they were big boys.
They are a large team. By the way, none of them just about were shorter than like
And
5'11",
that's
6
all
foot.
they are, though. They're not good.
No,
they're
they're
just
just
big.
extremely physical.
That fat point guard was getting me tight.
Yo, so bad.
Yeah,
It was.
he
It was
doesn't do
terrible.
shit.
Yeah, it was a tough loss.
It
but
was a
we'll be
very tough
back.
loss.
I had
We
that
will be
one
back.
play.
You guys
The
will
ball's
be
going out
back.
of bounds, and you guys were like, "Don't touch it," and I ran.
Yo, shout out.
Yo,
also,
that's
that
great.
was good shit. And I was like, yeah.
Yay.
if we're speaking on our men's league teams, shout out our flag football team, man. What a
Oh,
fucking first game.
Wow,
to start
24
this.
to nothing to start the fucking season, 1-0.
Moving up,
Very nice.
moving up 2 divisions too. By the way, and
Starting this week.
argue we might be
Sick.
moving
We're
up
not
another
winning
one.
the game.
We might be moving up
Jesus
another one.
Christ.
Depending on how
Good
we
luck,
play, they were
guys.
talking to us and they were talking to me and telling me, yo, we want to move you up if you guys smoke.
So what did they
another
say about the game?
team. They said
You guys are
Like,
so talented.
the team that we played is like a mid to lower tier team in the division, but to smack them around like we
They
did.
looked like the worst team in the worst
I
division.
thought the same
Bro.
thing.
Yeah,
but-
they were really
Yo,
bad.
they
They
got
were
like
terrible.
a total of like 2 first.
Like I
downs.
know we're
Yeah.
good, but we are not that good. They were just fucking
looked
god
that
awful.
good.
Yo,
I'ma
I
be
told
honest,
Ortiz
bro.
after the first 2 drives, I said, brother, be patient. Your time is coming. And then the next drive, Ortiz had like 3 catches.
in
bro.
a row,
Like, in a row.
back to
Yeah.
back to back.
They couldn't hold
His-
me, man.
Our QB was
It was because you were
looking for him.
patient.
You know,
Just always stay patient.
it felt good to feel good
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
if I'm
Yo,
being
let's
completely
just-
honest.
And you only threw
Before
one
we-
Let's
pick.
yeah,
Continue,
let's
let's just
actually
finish
finish
this
this
real
coach
quick.
of the
Yeah.
year.
Coach of the year, I think you guys all have the same guy, right?
No.
Mr. Joe.
Shout out to the Celtics, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you,
Joe
Joe.
Mazzulla.
Who do you got?
I have Willie Green.
I have Willie Green as well.
My boy.
Willie
Big
Green.
ups to the both of you for
Yeah,
that
they're
one.
the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, and their big threes played a total of 10 games together. So
Zion's coming for that MVP race too.
you
So,
know, the Pelicans have been incredible, man. The role play.
Whoa.
I can't believe Jose Alvarado had a 40-piece, bro.
Bro, that's
was
crazy.
crazy.
I love
That's
that
nuts.
man.
That's nuts.
Crazy.
I love him too, but a 40-piece for
40
him
piece
is
is wild.
wild. bro.
Shout out
He could shoot.
Jose Alvarado.
shoot. Could he shoot? I could shoot.
Yeah, Joe Russell commented to him on Twitter or something saying, "Wow, he can shoot."
Yeah.
Bro,
He can,
like,
bro.
Nah,
Go
that
on.
was crazy shit. Their
We
role
wanna
players
talk about
are just
dog.
incredible.
We talk about dog. Jose Alvarado's got fucking dog.
Oof.
Like their role players aren't incredible.
He got a fucking dog.
Top to bottom. That
Herb
team
Jones
got
just missed a
so
bunch
Leo,
of
where you
games
at?
too.
He got up dog.
Yeah,
They're
exactly. Yeah,
Top 10 offense and defense.
What's
They're
which is
currently on-
surprising
It is-
that they're that good defensively too at the current moment.
I mean,
That's just coaching.
yeah,
man.
I just think the edge goes to that team over the Celtics because obviously we all projected the Pelicans to be a good
A
basketball,
good basketball team, yeah.
We didn't expect them to be top of the Western Conference according to
I
the
don't know
season.
if any of us actually had them higher than like 6th.
No,
So-
Trunks might have.
I
them
think I
pretty
had
high.
them third, low key.
Did you?
Yeah, I might
Yeah,
have.
I
You're
think
LeBron,
Trunks
bro.
had them
I know.
pretty high. Yeah, but they're currently on a 5-game win streak. They're 8-2 in their last 10.
Yeah,
Just
like-
been balling. So shout out
But-
Willie Green. Also
Yeah.
shout out Joe Mazzulla too. He's been doing
No,
a
he's
phenomenal
been-
job.
I mean,
Two steps-
There were a
it-
number of guys.
It was
you coulda
very
gave it to,
close.
if I'm being honest.
I feel like it was really just between them two because I mean, with all the controversy
JB
that
Bickerstaff.
You
happened,
could talk about Mike
Bickerstaff,
Budenholzer.
yeah.
You could talk about JB Bickerstaff. I
That's
mean,
it though. We're
yeah.
not
Tom Thibodeau.
maybe even to be fair, Monty Williams too. I mean, with the injuries they've dealt with,
he
it's
did-
Suns are
Michael
fraudulent.
Duffy.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna win it again.
Suns are such frauds.
fair.
bro.
Not Willie Green and Joe Mazzulla have been
Yeah,
very
Yeah.
clear-cut candidates.
Joe
for
Yo,
this
let me try
award,
one
so.
of those.
Joe Mazzulla was a
Trying to
very
get some-
close number
some
2 to
zest,
me
my boy.
Willie
but,
Green was a very close number 2 for me.
because I mean, with all the controversy that happened with the Celtics this offseason,
To deal with it the
Peop-
way they have,
people, some people were skeptical over. Some people were skeptical of what the Celtics were going to do.
continue.
But I mean, me personally, I was very skeptical of what the Celtics were going to do this season with losing Ime Udoka in the fashion that they
cheers.
did.
No, I think
And-
that was a concern for a lot of us. We
Yeah.
spoke about that during our
Yeah.
standings. I mean, we
And-
were concerned if they would fall off, and we kind of expected it a little bit, and they've done
And
literally the
the
complete
complete
opposite. They've become the best team in the league in the regular season thus far, and it's pretty clear. Fucking idiot.
All I hear was complete opposite.
uh,
So that's the awards.
yeah.
Classic awards.
In case you guys do actually care, back to this flag football team. Yeah, we're gonna move up if we smoke the team this week.
Dude,
So
I hope you
is it a
guys
team we
do. 'cause
versed
I
before?
mean, I won't be there.
we played them last year in the play. That was the playoff team that we lost to.
My boy.
Oh, those kids are fucking garbage.
Say that. I hope you guys see this.
My
Those kids are
boy.
garbage. That quarterback has thoughts about me in his dreams. I know he's scared of me every time he looks.
In his dreams, you mean nightmares?
Nightmares. He looks every time he looks my way. He goes
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
Fuck. You know that little clip when LeBron sees Kawhi check in? That's
Yeah.
his face every time he sees me step on the field.
Okay. Dean,
Fine.
I mean,
I picked him off twice that first game. In the second game, he wouldn't throw to me.
yo, we're gonna beat them bad.
Yeah.
Like I
yeah,
think we should
no,
beat
yeah.
them bad.
Good luck
Yeah.
finding someone to snap.
They're
the ball,
very
though.
athletic. They're
You're not
very
coming?
athletic team.
Might work.
Oh man.
Oh shit. Oh no,
Come on, bro.
that's ass. I mean,
Bye ball game.
you know who's
Whoa!
back? You know who's back this week? Colin. Colin's
Oh,
back this week.
shit.
I can't believe he's
So-
back on the team.
We're gonna
Mhm.
fuck them, bro.
Shit's
He
crazy.
wanted to be back.
He's a traitor. How would you let him back on the team?
With open arms.
Wait, I'm gonna
Open
be honest.
We
We
kinda
let
like
him back
asked
with
him.
open arms.
Yeah.
We let him back with open. No. He kind of asked us.
We needed him.
If
He
I'm gonna
did.
be
We
honest,
needed him
it was a
regardless.
mutual
He
agreement.
was a part
to,
of the brawl.
to bring him on the team. He wasn't a part of the brawl. He wasn't
He was on the team. He said, "I'm not a part of this."
essentially. Wait, let's see. Oh, this kid Trunks. He said, Ortiz, let me get your jersey for the game. I'm coming right from work.
Fuck you.
Trincali goes, I'll snap the ball. This is my moment in all caps.
Yeah, nah. You got beat by me, and I had a broke back. You're not on the team.
It was a great game. I mean, we need a big week this week. Definitely need to win that game because that proves that we're legit because they're the second best team in our division. So
Got it.
we'll see what happens there.
It's so funny to the second best team. I mean, I know my point differential, but like half the teams are the second best team.
But playing them last year, even the eye test says that because they're very athletic.
I
Like,
think D needs more offensive snaps.
you'll probably get them this week.
Yeah.
Yo, check
probably
yourself
not.
in, bro. Check yourself in if you need to. We're getting to the point where everyone's gonna start working out on offense. I promise you that. My arm's feeling good. We're
I
ready
just
to go.
don't know who to take out.
Fern.
It's
No,
hard,
but he don't
bro.
play defense, so I don't want to like take him out the game.
Malosh, bro. That kid can't catch.
He can't catch.
I don't know about that, man.
I mean,
See,
he did
that's
drop
what I'm
3
saying.
picks in a
You don't
row.
want him to
It
come out.
don't matter. Look at him on offense, though. He doesn't drop the ball.
So who am I
So,
taking out?
Mid.
I'm taking out. There's no one.
I don't know, bro. Sub someone out. Dean, you're good. You came in.
Take
for
out
like,
Sully.
What was it?
Take
like
out
5
Sully.
offensive
Yo.
snaps, and you caught up like a 25-yard
Look at this
pass.
guy's
Yeah.
lips.
No, I did.
So
I'm fine with defense, but I do want to get like a tutty.
Dean's
A
a
few.
baller. Dean's a baller.
What's a
Like
tutty,
Dean is
bro?
definitely a baller on offense. He gets the job done.
I
Great
mean,
on
Dean
defense.
almost got a tutty. He just overthrew him by 15,000
Oh my god.
feet.
Okay, not even this motherfucker
It
was
was,
catching
it
that
was
ball.
an extra point. Was it an extra point or was it
Yeah,
a
but
touchdown?
This is MVP Bull.
Okay,
was
no.
one
That's
of
a
them.
lie. He would have caught it. But
Matt,
No.
bro,
That
he's
ball was-
7'2" and has like a fucking
Yo,
85-inch
Matt, that ball was
Yo.
20 feet over my head.
No, it wasn't 20
Yeah,
feet. It was like
okay, you're
10
right.
feet
It was
over your-
19.
It was not 10 feet, bro.
Yo,
It was like 10 feet over
it
your-
really
Even if it
no.
was 10 feet, Bobo's not reaching.
What are you
15 feet
talking
up.
about? He has like a 10-foot reach.
He's not reaching 10 feet.
He's not
up,
reaching
bro.
10 feet up. It
I
wasn't 10 feet over your
From
head.
watching that from my angle, which was the side of the end zone, just watching the ball over Dean, that ball was at least 15 feet.
We
over
got to
Dean.
convert that's simple. We
Yeah.
got to convert
That was
those.
goddamn-
Thanks, quarterback.
extra
Yeah,
point.
we do.
Okay, don't act like I didn't have
Sick
a fucking
pick.
great game.
No, you
That was,
did.
that was bullshit,
I
bro.
was
I hate that they
saying-
put that on the fucking
I
stat
thought
sheet.
those didn't count because
No, they do because it counts as a play for them. So like obviously it counts as a pick towards me, which I fucking hate because I
But I feel
actually
like
had like
when I
a
got
perfect
picks-
game.
when I got conversion picks last year, I didn't get the stat.
Are you sure about that? Because
No,
I
I'm not.
asked him and he goes,
I'm not.
I asked him and he goes, "Oh, that counts on the stat sheet." I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck? I literally just had probably the best game
Matt's
I've
like,
had."
I
in
would've
flag
just
football."
spiked
Oh, wait.
Literally, I would have.
Transition time. Speaking
Yeah.
about stats.
Before we do that,
Oh.
I just want to talk about something. We
What?
have a few minutes, so we'll do the stats real quick.
Okay.
Because last week it was Mavs Twitter that was going ballistic because they were struggling a little bit. This week it happens to be Atlanta Hawks Twitter.
What's up
And-
with Trey, bro?
Bro, they got their own fans turning on him though.
Which is crazy.
Bro, there's some dude, and like I don't want to call you out, dude, and I don't even remember exactly what your Twitter handle is, but like the dude has Trey in his Twitter handle. The name is like Trey X DeJounte. That he's in the picture,
I know exactly the Twitter account you're talking
And,
about
like-
too, because I've seen him on my
and like
feed.
he's like saying like to trade him, and it's just like, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, I don't know how you guys feel. I'm sure I know.
Get him an MSG.
They lost to the Knicks by 20, right? This week.
Yeah, they did. They got smoked.
DeJounte got hurt in the first 4
Yes, he
minutes
did.
of the
Yeah.
game.
Nice shoes,
Collins was
Trey.
out. Hunter was
He's out for 2 weeks, I think. Now.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
DeJounte.
But it's like, bro, dude is averaging 27 and 9
In
on a
season.
down season,
Pretty impressive.
and he's been through the course of his career. He's been a second half of the year type of player. He's been after All-Star break type of guy. It's just like, and you just added someone who plays completely different than anyone you've had in the past. So like, be patient a little bit. Like trading him is crazy to me.
Trincali said they should trade him and send him to NY. He's already our father, so he might as well become our hero.
He's 8-12 against the Knicks. I wouldn't call him our father.
Yeah, well, he fathered us when it mattered the most. Yeah.
That's true. He did.
So,
But I don't know. Do you guys think you could win a champ? We've talked
as
about
the
this.
best player,
Yes.
no.
Trey Young.
I
mean,
think
I feel
so.
like we talked about this before the season started. With
Yeah.
smaller point guards that can't play defense are not going to be the best player on a championship team.
Bingo.
That's the problem. I
mean,
feel like
that is the only
I feel like
difference.
a wing that could play defense or a big guard, maybe like a Cade type, could possibly be the best, player
on a championship, yep.
team. But a small 6-foot guy.
So what if it's like a 1A, 1B thing?
I was about to
That's
say that
different.
exact
I mean,
thing. If
that's
you had
different.
if you gave him a sidekick like
Yeah.
Paul George, that's perfect. I think that can win a championship. Obviously, Paul George is a
'Cause
perfect.
even,
I mean,
sidekick.
even
I
if Paul
think Trae
George is on
Young-
your team, like throughout a playoff run, Trey Young could still be the best player.
Yeah, I think Trey Young's talented enough to be the best player on a.
And I
championship
think
team.
his game translates to the playoffs the way he plays. He
Yeah.
just
I mean,
like
he
obviously the
made it.
defense is never gonna be there, but offensively, bro, like he's gonna get whatever the game slows down in the playoffs. He's gonna get whatever mismatches he wants, and
We'll get it after.
Well, Leo's gonna eat
Nah.
it.
Oh, that is true. No, I get it, and I understand what you're saying, but like I said before, I think the one exception, in terms of winning championship with a smaller guard is Steph Curry, and I mean, this is no diss at Trey Young. It's just history has said this. Like history for the most part has said this, and I mean, I don't think Trey is that generational to where it's like, okay, he could be the best player on a championship team. I think, as you said before, 1A, 1B, I think that's perfect because I think he can be an offensive fulcrum for a team that can win a championship.
Fulcrum. Wow.
That's crazy.
Big words. So
it's 7 letters.
but
It's not
it's
that big
you
of a
guys
word.
just said it as if it was a fucking
No, I just
big
didn't
word.
expect you to
I
say
haven't
fucking
heard the word
fulcrum.
fulcrum since like the second grade when we were learning about
Doing
like
spelling and stuff
pulleys
like
and-
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Doing
but-
spelling.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, it boils down to
But there's no reason for them to trade him.
no,
No,
definitely
not the
not.
slightest.
But me personally, I think Trae Young is talented enough to be the best player on a championship team. He did carry a team with John Collins and Clint Capella as his 2 and 3 to a Eastern Conference Finals.
I just can't put him as a championship number one.
I think
that's it.
he needs perfect roster construction.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
guy scared Ben
to be
Simmons.
fair, I think there's max 7 players in the league right now that I look at
Yeah.
as a legit championship number one, and I just don't think Trae is one of them. That's not a shot at Trae.
No.
If you're
It's
not a
just super
6, 7,
limited,
or
yeah.
6 or 7 best player in the NBA, like
How
that's
about
just
Shea?
you're not gonna like this, given the fact that I just said no to Trae. I think yes.
I'm gonna say no to Shea.
I like Shea a lot, man. I think he can.
I think
he
yes.
can too.
So you
He's-
think?
I mean, I
so
think
you think Shea's better than Trae Young?
That's not what I said.
No,
I think he fits in the mold of just in terms of the fact that he can hold his own on the defensive side of the ball.
not just hold his own. He's averaging.
Yes, in terms of the stats, but
Stats, I mean-
overall numbers, I mean, granted, it's because you don't have the ability to give as much effort on the defensive end when you're doing literally fucking everything for your team offensively. But his defensive numbers in terms of the defensive rating and stuff like that, it gets worse when he is on the floor. But that's also, as I just said, because of the fact that he's doing everything he possibly can on offense.
And
The same thing goes for Donovan Mitchell. We see it now. I mean, look at the dude. He's absolutely played fantastic on the defensive side of the ball. But that's also because of the fact that he doesn't have to burden everything for his team offensively now. So I think Shea is capable of doing it simply because of the fact that he's
How
more.
about Tyrese Halliburton?
Nope.
I agree.
Nope.
Because I don't know. Did you guys see the Bill Simmons shit?
no, right now.
What did he
say?
say?
They started listing off players that they'd take over Trae Young to win a championship, and like
They took
Tyrese came up, they didn't hesitate.
Tyrese is crazy.
and
To
they
say yes?
they take
That's
Tyrese over Trae Young.
wild.
And
Trae Young's a
bro,
better
it got even worse. They fucking
I don't know if he's a
took,
better passer, if that's what you're about to say.
playmaker.
Continue, Chris.
then they got to Desmond
bigger
Bain, and they
sample
said
size.
Desmond Bain too.
Okay, that's fucking insane.
Crazy.
yeah,
And I know Bill Simmons just like he's the recency bias king, but like, bro,
I'd argue maybe Ja. That's got an argument.
Yeah.
But fucking Desmond Bain is ridiculous.
ridiculous, bro.
There's no fucking way in no fucking universe that Desmond Bain can be a more important number one on a fucking championship team. Miss me with that shit.
Crazy,
That's
bro.
bull.
It's crazy.
Yeah, miss
That's
me with that
fucking
shit.
wild.
Yeah,
Trae Young
bro.
disrespect
That's
is
horse pucky.
wild. It grinds
Straight
my
horse
gears,
pucky.
man. It grinds my
Dean,
fucking-
hold the fucking
Please,
ball of
I would
tinfoil.
probably take Trae over Ja as a championship number one too, in my opinion.
I would too.
If we're being honest. I think the only guy you mentioned, I think it's Shea. And that's it.
Mhm.
Like of the guys that we've just mentioned. Are there any other interesting guys that we could
Darius Garland.
No.
I'm taking Trae over DG.
Yeah.
But
I-
Darius is elite.
People
because
like
they get
think
the
Darius
team-
Garland like that's like not like a crazy. People think Darius Garland's better than Trae Young.
I don't think it's insanity.
I don't think,
I don't
it's
think it's
insanity either. I think
it is
in-
kind of insanity. They're close.
I think
so. That's why you
yeah.
would say it's not
In some realm-
insanity, but like
I think Trae's clear.
Trey clears Darius
Yes.
I
Garland.
feel like
No,
there's
no,
like
I
a
agree.
dividing level.
Yeah,
between
like what are you
Trae
doing?
and Garland.
I feel like in the world where
Bro, he's
my
averaged
my band
essentially
trade goes
30 and
through,
10 for
No, I know.
fucking 4 years. Like, what are we doing?
No, he's been unreal.
He's
Obviously,
proved it to
Trae's
everybody.
And then we have people
Everybody.
talking about him as a leader. He has a fucking prehistoric dinosaur as a coach, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing,
yeah,
bro?
yeah. It's
What are we doing?
it's tough. But I don't think he's a number one on the
The
championship.
coach said if you don't come to shoot around, you don't play tonight. So Trae Young said, "Bet I'm injured, so I'm not gonna do shoot around. So I just won't play tonight." And they make a fucking story out of that, saying
That I
he's a
didn't
bad
particularly
leader.
like. I mean,
I just think the whole thing was fucking bullshit.
if you're rehabbing, if you're coming back from an injury, you should be willing to come off the bench. No,
I don't know. If you don't feel like your body's ready, bro,
That's
then your
different.
No,
body's
it's
not
different. But he
ready.
said you have to come off the bench.
Right, he didn't want to come off the bench. He
if
was
he
ready.
doesn't do shoot around.
He was willing to
Trae Young
start.
was like, fuck that.
He was willing to start. He just wasn't willing to come off the bench.
I don't love that, but like,
No.
I
What's
think
the
that's
point?
overblown.
Yeah.
I think it's overblown.
Just
I
get
mean,
that coach out of there, bro.
you
Get
haven't
him
had a
out of
single
there.
player complain about Trae Young at any given fucking
They all
point.
love
No,
him.
yeah.
Everyone seems to love him and think he's like the perfect guy
Yeah.
for a locker room because he's got the dog in him.
Yeah.
So
It's just crazy, bro. It just makes I don't know.
yeah, I don't like the
makes no
Trae Young
sense.
disrespect right now, and I don't even like Trae
Oh,
Young.
that's my
So
guess,
I'm
man.
not even a big Trae Young guy, but I don't like the Trae Young disrespect right now because he's a fucking baller and he's sunned
Mm-hmm.
us plenty of times. But I mean, overall, it's tough. Like I said, being a championship number one, 6
Yeah,
or
I
7
see
guys.
why
in the league.
people are turned off by him, but like, let's not get crazy now. Desmond Bain is fucking wild.
No, that's insanity. And to say Tyrese,
Be
I'm
better,
sorry,
Bill
respectfully
Simmons.
to Tyrese Halliburton, you're elite, but you ain't on Trae.
You're not
you
there
ain't-
yet.
You ain't on
You're not
Trae's.
there yet.
You ain't on Trae's level. Like no, we gotta stop with this some bullshit out there. Like no,
Yeah.
it's not happening.
All right, Ortiz.
Let's hear it.
Stats.
Oh,
All right.
Jesus Christ,
Yep.
that was aggressive.
Yep.
All right, so there's only 3 of us here. Here we go.
Nice.
let's get it.
So, starting off.
Wait, no. You gotta say
Yeah,
NBA
you gotta-
career
yeah.
stats.
You gotta
over
look at them.
unders. Yeah,
Stare them in the face.
Okay, can I suggest something before we start?
yeah.
Can we write down our answers before so that we don't get influenced by each other's answers?
I don't get influenced.
No,
by
I don't
your
get
answer.
influenced
You-
by
I'm gonna
anything you guys
be
say.
honest, Ian, your answer doesn't influence me at all.
No,
Yeah,
because
same thing
at
with
the end
me.
when we're like, oh, I don't want to say the same answer because I just want to end it. You know what I mean?
that was only him.
That was
Okay,
only me.
all right.
No worry.
All right, fuck my idea.
My
whatever.
answers are just random.
Yeah, no, fuck
It's
my
just-
idea. No, it's
yeah,
fine. You know,
yeah.
whatever.
Respectfully, fuck your idea.
All
All
right,
right,
Chris,
Ortiz,
shut
go
the
ahead.
fuck up.
NBA career over unders. Wow, I didn't blink that entire time. My eyes hurt.
You stared into their soul.
Yeah.
I saw that.
All right. Starting us off with Colin Sexton, career field goals made 1,700.
Under.
Under.
Over.
The over is correct at
Fuck.
1,757.
Damn.
First one's always over.
Mm-hmm. Who knows? Kawhi Leonard career steals 1,100.
Over.
Over.
Under.
Under is correct
God
at
damn it.
1016.
You fed him the answers in the car. before
Yep.
the
Yes, I
show.
did. Emmanuel quickly career field goal percentage. Melly actually told me to use this stat, so shout out Melvin.
Shout out, Melly.
90%.
Melvin?
Melvin.
No.
Whoa.
Career free throw. Career free throw.
90%.
Yeah, career free throw percentage. My apologies.
He called him
Melvin.
Melvin.
That's his burner TikTok. Melvin SG.
Sullivan.
He didn't even say Melvin. He didn't say Melvin. He said Melvin.
So what is it? Sorry.
That was
just-
funny as
Melvin SG.
Melvin.
All right. Emmanuel quickly career free throw percentage at 90%.
Free throw?
Free throw.
Under.
Over.
Over.
Under is correct at
Bro, I'm
88%.
I
for 3
knew
today.
it.
Sorry, homie.
Isaiah Roby career game started. The line is at 50.
What?
It's
I-
like, who is that?
Isaiah
It's like,
Roby
is that even an NBA player?
career game started. The line is at 50.
Ah, damn. Over.
Under.
Over.
Who he played for?
The over is correct
It's the
at
Spurs.
62.
Spurs. It's the
Nah, I knew
Spurs.
that.
Here we go.
No, you
The
didn't.
Black Air Force himself.
How many left?
One.
This is the last one?
Yeah, I
Yep.
lost
Double
already.
points.
I have
So I
0.
have
I'm
2
just
and you have 3?
playing for pride
Yeah.
at this point.
So we're going to double points.
Is that what we? I don't know.
You
I
guys
don't care.
You're the host, brother.
I know.
No.
I want-
Don't go double points. If anything, these are the first 5. We'll just
Okay.
do these in the TikTok worst
All
case.
right. All right, double
They
points.
tie up.
Okay.
The Black Air Force himself, Patrick Beverly, career personal fouls. The line is at 1,600.
Under.
How many? 16?
1,600.
Over.
Over.
The over is correct
Yeah.
That's 1684.
For my
Congrats,
fucking
Chris.
pride,
Congrats.
man. Let's go.
Chris has won his first career stats over under.
Yeah.
Congrats, Chris.
I did it.
Nice.
All right.
Well, that was a good batch right there, Ortiz.
That was good
Um,
stuff. I like it.
I
but
can't wait to
anyways-
run out of NBA players.
That's gonna be a sad day.
That is gonna be a sad day. Then we start doing legends.
Yeah,
Then we just do legends.
Like
Um,
Rudy Gay.
like Rudy Gay and LaMarcus Aldridge. Career minutes.
45.3
Isaiah
field goal
Roby.
percentage.
Who
Shout out
plays,
Isaiah
who plays
Roby,
for the
man.
Spurs?
You had no idea when.
No, I know who.
No.
I know who Isaiah Roby is.
Where did he play before this? Then? Where did he play before this?
Memphis.
Nope,
Nope,
not even.
Not
close.
even. Actually, no. It's close.
Actually,
Geography.
it's.
I mean,
You want to take another guess?
No. Oh,
You want to take
Yeah,
another guess?
no, we're not
No.
ending this till you.
Charlotte.
No,
Nope, you got to get it.
Charlotte.
Isaiah Roby.
where he played before the Spurs, the team that drafted him.
Oh, the Houston Rockets.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
no.
no.
Fuck.
Come on, you know it.
No, I
No, he doesn't.
Think about a team that drafts players.
don't. Indiana.
Yeah, no.
No,
Gee, you're getting
He did that
farther and
twice.
farther away, man.
What do you mean farther?
Come
okay.
on.
Geography.
Boston.
no.
Bro,
That's-
okay,
that- you're-
I'll give you a fucking hint.
No,
It's in
don't
the
give
West-
him a hint.
No.
Think about
The
a
Western
team,
Conference team.
Western
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
Western Conference.
no.
Okay.
a team that drafts players.
I just don't want him getting any hint. I wanted to give
Golden
him
State.
No,
like middle of the fucking country, bro.
a team
Just
that
right down
drafts
the middle of the
players.
country.
Middle of the country.
and a
You
team that
Oklahoma
drafts.
City.
There
Yes.
you fucking go.
You didn't.
Took
You feel my
17
hint now?
teams. I
A
feel your
team that
hint.
drafts players.
All
With
right,
a
you have
million
a great
picks.
show. Yeah, y'all ready for this?
Yes. Trunks, we miss you, buddy. We hope to have you next week. Hope you're doing well. Anyways,
See you, Trunks.
follow us on all of our fucking socials, especially Twitter. Me and Chris are active, as I say every single week. Follow the ball game. All of our socials on Instagram, especially. We're getting very close to 100 followers.
Instagram
so
and TikTok.
please go follow us
Please.
on Instagram.
Instagram and TikTok,
Please.
we're at close to 100 followers, so give us a follow on there.
YouTube, we need to gain some fucking
YouTube,
subs,
we're
man.
almost at 50 subs. We just hit 46 last night, so please subscribe to our
It's a
YouTube
milestone.
channel. If you're here at the end of this, leave a like on the stream, please.
Very much.
When
Please,
you
Trunks.
watch this,
Thank you, Trunks.
a like, a comment, any suggestions you want from us, please. We're always open to
We
do
will.
things.
We will read them.
We
Whoever
wanna
stuck
make-
around. Appreciate you, by the
Yeah.
way.
all of the people who watch this and are here at the end. We want to make you happy. So please, any
Happy bowl.
suggestions you have for us, just leave them in the comments. And
Thank you
That's
guys so much
it.
for watching.
ball game.
Ball game.